What up? Good morning, Age of Origins, guys. Void is over. Void has happened. Had a state. Void portion of it. The what is it? The first of two of this season is over, and a lot of people uh, got zeroed up from what I understood. And your boy Woody fell for a new trap that I haven't seen yet, and it is genius, fucking genius. Um, it's gonna be okay. So I'm gonna get into it real quick because I see the trap Holbrook set. Okay, and I know you guys we were talking about a little about this in the live last night, but the trap that Holbrook set last night or during Void was genius. Okay, so he noticed that we had EW, and I will say that like both 785 and 736, both bubble tight. We'll just be real, it was bubble tight. You weren't finding a rock to throw kind of deal. Like it was long for a while, but they noticed we had EW. And it took advantage of that. Usually, when people have EW, what do? You try to set up an attack afterwards, right? Well, we wanted to attack one of the Vegas cities, the smaller one, and well, it was bubbled up, so that was out of the plans. But Holbrook, there was a city in our hive. No, actually, I don't have the like. I'll show you what I mean. Like, so I believe the city was right here where K is. Yeah, right where K is. Right, K 130. No, it was right here. Right here, yeah, right there, right where SMF is. That's where the city was, right? So there was a 34 there for hours. I mean, hours. Just sending out like T5s, T10s, whatever, and just like garbage attacks. But that was key that they did that. Okay, so we remember they had this. They had what skin was it? This skin up here. They had this skin on there right there, right? And they're right where SMF. Now, if you notice, I can't see the 41 right there, right? It's hidden behind the shark, right? Okay, so Holbrook decides while we're in EW and we can't see what we're seeing, to change the skin to that 34. Change the name to that 34 that we've been hitting this whole entire time. And then removed his dragon so it totally looked like that 34. My dumbass sped in there, balls deep, and hit a fucking wall. A fucking wall. That. Do you know that saying? It was at that moment he realized it was exactly that. Like I seen that blue line. And I'm like, oh shit. Like I was hitting that retreat button faster than I could. It was just yeah. It was good. It was genius, fucking genius, and I will be putting that in my arsenal. Absolutely. Oh, I see Holbrook in here too.
It was a good time.
It was awesome, dude. And I wasn't even mad. I was more like, wow, he really fucking pulled one off on me. I was like, wow, I was impressed.
Thanks, man. It was a good void. We were all fighting for points, so I had to do something creative.
Well, you had to. It was like 100 million up, 100 million down, 100 million up. It was going back and forth, but that sealed the deal right there.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you got to make it work in void whenever everybody's tight, right?
Yeah. I, so what I'm thinking is we need more ideas of how to bait and how to trap people because
So I mean,
that
for 785, I would say we haven't fought a lot of the old voids that you guys fought. Like just your experience.
right.
And so I think the first step is people have to be real with their alliance and be like, we're not doing timed attacks anymore. We're doing speed attacks. If you don't have gold, then you need to figure out how to trap. But we're not going to pretend like we can do timed attacks.
Right.
And then people just have to figure out how to trap right. You can't like use an abandoned city to trap or somebody who's offline. It has to be somebody that's ready. As soon as K comes in, you got to pop that bubble. Otherwise, Woody's coming in, and then you're fucked. So you need people that know how to do that.
Yeah, that is true. I think there was like one or maybe two where me and Kay got into it, and it did change the course of where it was going. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right.
The void was decided by the bubbles, right? You guys came in once when I was defending, and you ran us over. And then when we got the bubble right, we got the points.
Yeah, yeah, you did. Yeah, you fucking did. Um, I will say one thing that I'm still impressed with what you did, man. Like that's it was. I was at work tonight, literally just fucking thinking about like how the fuck did I fall for that? And it dawned on me like if you look, you can't see the 41 in SMF when that shark's tail's there. You can't see it.
Yeah,
That's what I was looking at. And I'm like, oh shit, his troops are there. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, my dumbass. And the thing is, like when you click on it, it shows you. But like when you're in the moment of attacking, you don't even look down here. You just click and or either hit reinforce or attack. You don't even look down there. You just go. And well, that's that was my fault for not paying attention, and you benefited off of that. That attack, I started it with what 355 million BP.
yeah,
That one attack cost me $200 in fucking void potions, $60 or 60 fucking days in fucking heals, and then I ran out. I ran out of serums. Like I ended up using gold, but I ran out of serums from that one attack. I was like, man, I lost a lot on that one.
yeah. I had 20 million, 23 million, whatever it was, troops on. That's a definite wall. But I mean, it could. I know everybody can say like, oh, well, I would have clicked on the target, or I would have looked at the rating, or whatever, and maybe half of people would. But if you've already hit a city multiple times, and then
Yeah,
you just sit sitting there and you're like, man, fuck that city, and you go again, you're not checking the BP.
yeah. This is and I'll replay it right here. This is the actual attack. Like I hit in there. I'm literally hitting that retreat button as much as I could, and I just it lasted what 15 seconds, 16 seconds.
Yeah, I had
Oh
a lot of troops on, bro.
yeah, you did. I don't know. Honestly, with that many troops, I don't know if it'd have made any difference if you had your Titans and you're playing even out of it. Because I mean, even with like them out, that many troops. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm shocked that I even got 102 killed. Like
Yeah,
I was
I know.
thinking maybe 40.
It's a lot of troops. You see how fast you're trying to retreat, but you barely get it in at the end.
Yeah, barely get it in. That fucking bar is just like,
Yeah, dude. I
uh,
mean, I felt a little bad, obviously, for tricking you, but
don't. Guys, listen. A lot of us monsters are friends, and we talk on a daily basis. But void is void, guys. Um, when it's void day and you're up against your friend, you can't be like, well, guys, we can't touch him. No, void is void. If you guys hit me and I got zeroed out and burned, you know what? I'm not gonna be mad. Um, I'm gonna go into the Discord and be like, nice hit, like real nice
Mhm.
fucking hit. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some people that get pissed off, whatever. But void's void. Frenzy's frenzy. I think everyone here that we're friends with someone, somewhere down the line. Void's void. Period. I will say this, even though we lost, I learned that trick from you. So even though it was a loss and void, it was a win because now I got something that I can use against some of these older nations.
And that's always the trick, right? To try to be better than we were yesterday.
Hmm.
Um, the other thing I would say is you guys are fucking bubble tight, which is amazing. And I heard some people criticize and say that 785 wouldn't attack either. I attacked the fuck out of a bunch of your cities, but everybody was perfect on their troop hiding. I don't think I caught anyone not hiding troops. So you guys nailed both of those things. And I would just say, if you can get some people to get excited about doing some trapping, then you got to add that, and maybe that'll help. But you guys are already pretty solid.
Well, so we did trap with one of these cities, and you actually came in there too. Where was it? This guy, Yusuf. We
Yeah.
trapped of his city. Tried to, but I mean, how many times can you trap with the same city before you know it's a trap, and it's more like when you send a small fleet, you're just trying to see who how much rain's gonna go in there, like so I was trying to tell it. He's like, "Oh, let me trap again. Let me trap again." I'm like, "Dude, they know it's a trap." So then another guy's like, "Well, let me trap over here." I'm like, "Dude, listen. Any bubble that comes down in our hive right now at this moment, they know it's a trap. It's over. We have to wait an hour before we can try again, kind of deal. Like,
Yeah.
that,
You have to time it right also. Like
yeah.
we once Kay went to sleep, we only had to fear you. And when I was asleep, you guys probably could have pulled off some traps. But
Well,
when somebody can bust the trap, then you got to put it away.
well, lucky for you, I really didn't get to play much because at my work, I was so fucking slammed at work that I wasn't able to get online. Honestly. Trying to find a
Yeah.
picture that I actually have of the shit I had to deal with at work, and I don't got it. Wait, I do. All right, so I'll send it in here. You walk into work, right? And yeah, I am a machine mechanic, so that's what I do for a living. I fix machines. They break down. I got to figure out how to make it work. All right, so let me go in to yeah. Even if I've never done it before, never seen it before, I got to figure it out. That's my job. Um, Hold on. I'm posting the picture in the chat and I'll show you. All right, boom. So I walk into work, right? And this is what I see. And I'm like, oh, well,
Damn.
boys out of the question. Like, boys out of the question. And that's just one side. There's a whole other side on the other side that you can't see. So
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy to see my real life sabotage worked. We're
yeah,
excited to take our W.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was playing during while I was on break,
Yeah.
So but that was about it. And then when we had you caught me when I haven't slept yet. We had EW, and I was like right after EW, I was going to bed. But then I'm like, well, we do have everyone here. Vegas is bubbled up. Let's try at least trap. And sure to fucking enough, my dumb ass. But you know what? GG on that. I can't hate on that. I can't. I can't. Like it was good.
Yeah, it worked out well. It's a trick you can use. You have to set it up right by having somebody trapping in there for a couple hours or more so that, people just go. They don't even think.
Yeah, and that's what got me. That's what got me. Because I mean, if you notice, like when it was over there, when that same city was over here, doing the same thing, in
Yeah.
the Rock Alliance was doing the same thing, and we were going back and forth. Matter of fact, we actually had some battles over here with you and our SPT and you guys. And then when we seen it pour over in our hive, we thought it was going to be the same thing over here. Like the same thing. Cat and mouse shit. Um, I don't.
So we have a woman named AP that just stayed up. She from reset until when you attacked me, she was online and she was the one that was in that city. And she's ruthless. She was like, "We're gonna win this void," and she literally told one of the guys who was looting, "If you get caught, I will drown you."
that's
Yeah.
that's good. I mean, I have noticed, and I heard you guys say yesterday in that the Monstros live that women leaders. Now, I'm not gonna say all, but women leaders they are good leaders, and I'll explain why I think you're absolutely right on that. Um, is they're gonna spend more time. No offense, women think a lot more than us men do. We see a bubble go down and we go. Versus a woman, they'll try. They just think. Um, 24 hours they're thinking about something. Even when you're doing the nasty, they're thinking about something else, and I don't know why, but it happens. But they think about shit. So for them to able to be doing that, play, come up with strategy, they're very good. But on the downside of that is they are very political. So if you say the wrong thing to them, it can go the opposite way, like civil war instantly. I've noticed that. But
Yeah, we definitely have a carefully curated culture where anybody that wants to join, you got to talk to a bunch of people in the nation already to make sure that your personality gets along. We don't want people fighting. It gets annoying.
I agree. I agree. I agree. When we merged with 738, like literally the day before actual merger, when we just found out, I made a city there and told them, look, whatever you guys had in the past, let it go. This is gonna be a new beginnings. Everyone, if you guys have wars, stop it. And the same thing went in my nation too. We stopped all our wars, put everything in the past. 738 did the same thing, and it came, uh, within 2 months afterward, the peace. Uh, okay, they're blacklisted. When you blacklist them, it's not just one alliance. It's like all three alliances. You were open to attack that person. We want them out of this nation, and that usually works the best.
Yeah, it's tough. You gotta get everybody to put everything in the past. I mean, luckily, I think every single woman that's in 785 has the same attitude. Like, why are you guys being pixel princesses? Why do you need so many troops? Why are you putting on a bubble for the whole event? Just get out there and kill.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And we all get on Discord Live, also like a voice thing, so that we can find targets easily. But then while it's boring, we're all keeping each other entertained. It all kind of works out together.
See that's the kind of benefit that you guys have over there, is that a lot of you guys speak English versus where I'm at. A lot like there might be a handful of English speaking people in my nation, so it's very hard. Like 736 is more opposite of the United States, the American time wise. So when you guys are sleeping, this nation's awake, and all the way up until about noon, and then it's their bedtime kind of deal.
Yeah, we have a bunch of people in Asia. Obviously, they can't join the voice. They could do their own. It's not one of those things where you can pretend that the whole alliance can speak English. But for the subset that can, it gives you something to do.
Right, right, right.
I
Well,
mean, while you were asleep, they were posting targets and we were all in voice. And it was literally like somebody would say, I have a target. Everybody would immediately shut up and watch the chat. The target would get posted. And then somebody would say, go. And we would have a team going immediately.
you know what I hate is when like you guys are. I call watching a city. I call it hunting. You know what I mean. Like if you're watching, we'll just say if you're watching me and the bubble's up there, right? And you guys are all going to attack the second that bubble drops. So like you have a target there and you're watching and someone posts another target or someone wants to have a conversation. It's like, guys, stop, we're fucking hunting. You're supposed to be paying attention because the second that drops you need to go. And that's the kind of thing one of my pet peeves. I really hate that, and it always happens. Or
Yeah, there's
go ahead.
there's also when the bubble drops and you're like, okay, who's going? And you're waiting for the pluses and waiting for the pluses and waiting for the plus, and then the bubble comes back and you're
Yeah,
like, motherfucker, there's got to be a better way. And with the voice, it was just target go.
yeah, yeah. Voice is definitely the best way to do it, especially in like GC. Or you know what? If for, let's
Nói gì đủ thế mày.
You gonna unmute okay. I had him muted. I unmuted him, but okay. So like especially in like Chaos Land, and if you're working with another nation, Chaos Land or even GC, if you're working with another nation, it's very easy to be able to communicate that way. Is through the chat. Very easy. Like you just literally say the location, and like an R4 from a different alliance will just post in their nation, and that's where they're all going, or a different nation. Real easy, but it's hard to do that because of the communication. But let's
Yeah.
let's check out some of these void results real quick. 767, 772, 767 whomped them. 858 versus 805. 858 took that win. 791 versus 829. 79 took that win. 776 versus 904. 904, wow. Kind of, yeah. Was this before or after? Okay, so this is upcoming. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one right there. The top one, 791 versus 904. That's going to be exciting. Monsters versus monsters. Then you got right here 908, 855, 908. Whoa. The fuck happened here?
Um, I was at an all you can eat Chinese restaurant for a few hours. So,
You lucky bastard.
well, this was Woody. This was an interesting Lock Nation. So you know how we all know Lock Nations are not bubble disciplined. They always have bubble drops. This Chinese nation did not have that problem.
Really?
They fought us, but they only fought a defensive void. But they fought us, and they made it fun.
See, this is this this is the second nation that I've heard that fights. There was one that we fought before. They fought. I think it was 925, 925, 975 or something like that. No, 525. Anyways, it was Lock Nation. It was in the 500s actually, and they fought us. So if you're saying 855 fights, I hope we eventually get them. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I forget. I mean, we did over 10 billion just in the kill event, so you know there has to be some fighting to get that kind of points.
Yeah. So let me ask you: were there any 41s that got zeroed out?
This Lock Nation, every city had low BP. Like it's like they don't have troops. None of them. Not one fucking city. It's crazy.
Probably Civil War.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, those Loch Nations, they love Civil War. Um, that's how they get their resources is Civil War, and they will do it. I've seen it many times. But yeah, that's a GG on those numbers right there. Any traps like how Holbrook did me get set
No,
or
but they were successful with a few couple guys just, didn't time it right and they got hurt. But other than that, everything went great.
hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, GG on your win. Gonna keep going, keep moving. We got Slim Shady right here from uh, 1152, and they'd face 1150. 1 versus 7, 2.1 million kills. Ooh, that's juicy.
It was a failed bubble trap on their part.
What's that?
They kind of failed the bubble trap there.
They failed it.
Yeah.
Oh, so they let the monster in instead of trying to keep the
Like,
monster out.
yeah, they let the wrong one in for sure. Oh my god, that was crazy.
Well, I mean, like they say sometimes, like when you're bubble trapping, sometimes you got to completely bubble first and try to knock that big guy out because the big guy's gonna be the first person that gets in there. Let's be real. He's hitting that 50 till he gets there, and he's clicking as fast as possible. Sometimes you got to quickly bubble, knock him out, and then reopen it so the littler people get in there, and then
Yeah,
then you rebubble. But that's juicy right there. 2.1. Bet you that
he is
guy's
pretty good on them.
701 lost units. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that's all I had to share about that. That was a pretty easy void. We kind of dog walking.
yeah, that's a. So I take it you guys won, obviously.
Yeah, pretty big. We were down a couple 100 million going in, and it was over in 30 minutes.
Jeez. Well, I mean, those are the
One,
fun. Those
I
are.
just heard one of their guys broke a pinky toe during doing a speed attack. I don't know the details, but I just heard that in chat. So
He broke a pinky toe. What was he attacking
yeah, I
with
don't
his
know.
feet? Like,
I don't know.
that's weird. Attacking with his feet.
Yeah,
Or you know what? Maybe he was like running to his phone because he heard a ding, ran to his phone, hit this fucking corner of his fucking toe on the fucking bottom of the bed rail. You've all done it. I know you've all done
yeah.
it. I've done it. And did the fucking made a whole brand new freaking it hurt dance up. Got his phone and yeah. Oh
That
man,
or 3100 reinforced, and he got upset that he lost a bunch. I don't know.
that's a good hit, dude.
That dude's a beast. He is
That
insane.
that's something you hit. You put in your favorites until you get bigger. GG on that hit, man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we gotta keep
Oh, that
moving.
wasn't me. I just had to share that.
What's that? You had fun?
No, that wasn't me. I just had to share that.
Oh, I mean, we'll tell him I said GG. All
Yeah, for sure.
right, we're gonna
Thanks,
keep.
buddy.
No problem, no problem. We got 385 here. That was against 400. 385 murdered them. Day Alliance, another. This is one of these nations that you do not want to uh, go unbubbled with. You want to always keep yourself on your toes going against 385. And I do remember 400 with Gladdy. I haven't or I haven't seen Gladdy since I was in 373. So how is Gladdy doing, by the way?
Well, she didn't or they didn't unbubble this time because I guess they got zeroed out last time they played 385.
Well, there must have been fighting going on with a score like that.
Well, they went heavy on recruiting. They were up 1.5 billion going into the kill event. They got us one good time at the beginning with a trap, and then didn't again after that. And then they sat bubbled. Then the last hour and a half, they just started SOSing anything. I think 2 people even SOS Barry.
What? Now is that's Shade, right? The
Do
Shade
what?
is that the Berry City or is that the Shade City?
That's the Barry City.
Nice. That's impressive. That's impressive. Nice. I want to see some of these reports. I know you guys usually have some big
But
reports.
I just joined 385 a week ago, so this was my first void with them. It was fun.
Yeah, 385 is definitely a war nation. Very disciplined. Very good. You can learn a lot from them. I can leave it at that. Like in all events, you can learn a lot from them. That's a nice hit. So you say you like it over there in 385, right?
Oh yeah,
What
but
what city
400 got lots of paper cities.
do they?
Yeah, the last report's a 41. We sat there for like 30 minutes waiting for him to hit somebody.
Oh. Oh man. 1.6 kills
Yeah,
on that one. Ooh.
that's it. That's the 41.
Yeah.
But none of their big players really did anything.
Well, it's because they probably have too many troops to hide.
A lot of them do. They're all fat. There was 37s, 36s, 50, 60, 70 mil.
I gotta check it out real quick before we move on. As a matter of fact, in YouTube chat, you got Blur TV is actually from 385 as well. He's in your alliance. I don't know what I'm not sure if his city says Blur on it, but he's talking. He's chatting. Let's see. I'm looking for 400. Where the fuck are they? Okay, right here. Let's check and see what they got cooking over here.
Yeah, they love the kitten cities.
Oh, yeah. They're all too. What? This is BP. You got literally 22. We'll say 20 up to 70. 30 cities that can't hide troops unless they stay in their own nation. Especially these fucking fort. Well, yeah, like they can't hide their troops. That would have been if they fought. That would have been a fucking field day. Yeah, if they fought, that would have been a field day for y'all. Okay, so I mean they got 2 really strong fucking C41s.
But
Yeah.
the guy that took second,
Mhm.
he's a 36 trap city in his own alliance. It was
No.
hilarious.
No.
Yeah, it was hilarious watching them hit that guy.
No way. He took second in like the tyrant.
Yep.
Well, damn. Damn. That's impressive for a 36. That's impressive. Well, congratulations on your guys' win. We do got to keep moving though. All right. Next we have 1259 against 1246. 1259 did some damage here, and let's check and see if we have some reports, which we do. Um, 1 to 11. Holy shit. Now, when I like the people here are probably saying, "Oh, 1.1 million troops, that's nothing." But for 1259 in the 1200s, that's big numbers right there. They're usually only seeing like 500 to 600,000 kills. 1.1 is huge up there. That guy took on 11 people. Oh, we're down here. Yeah, see, this is like a normal kill rate. Well, maybe not that. Yeah, so he killed. Wait a minute. Enemy units killed 3,451. Okay, he's got 2 1s in there. Why would this even be posted? Sorry. Yeah, so this is what you normally see in in 1200s, like killed 547 thousand troops. So to see that 1.1 million, that's a big number for them. And the stronger they get, the bigger the number's going to be. Not bad. GG 1259. All right, check this one out. 1197 versus 1224. So this guy switched his freaking Brave Star in the middle of the attack. It's not a bad move right there. He switched out his Saki or his Morgan for Brave Star in the middle of the attack. That's not bad. GG on that one. That's a big loss for that person right there. I'll tell you that. So he only has 1.6 starting, and then he lost 880,000 troops. So he's got 2 fleets left. Yikes. Ouch. Ouch. All right. We got 99 versus 151. 28 when 99 won that one. 285 versus 246. 285 won that one. 163 versus 114 and 163 won. 52 versus 208 and 208 won that one. What happened? What happened? Olympia.
They all came in on the other events real high, and as usual, most was shielded and bubble drops in 52 and defense against strong accounts. Apu and SS when TKT they defended and got hit, obviously, and given points away.
Right. Well, I mean, defending. I mean, okay, so defending can be good not to lose troops, but
Given points, well, it
yeah,
depends who you're up against. If you're up against a 41 or stronger base than you, then it's not good to defend.
right. And that's the thing is like a lot. Let me ask you something. Did people send reinforcements before the battle started? Like when the enemy was coming in, were they waiting for the battle to start, or were they sending the reinforcements as soon as they see the
They were
enemy?
sending the reinforcements.
So that's very very dangerous. Very dangerous to do.
Yeah.
Because if you're like say you're a second rank alliance, right? Or even you only have 141, but it's like not very strong, but it's okay. And the enemy comes in with their fucking strongest 41. Yeah, you just he's gonna eat that shit. He's gonna eat it.
Yeah. And I was warning people that, we've got a load gathered up here, so a lot of bases from the other state that would be open were traps, probably.
Right. Well, I mean, gotta be careful when you're trapping like that. If your big guy ain't online, I would not suggest opening trapping, meaning you're allowed anyone in. If you're trying to get that second rank alliance to come in there, you might get that first rank alliance in there instead.
Yeah.
There was one guy that told me, "Oh, we know what we're doing. We're trapping." I was like, "Well, what happens if 41 gets in there?" Oh, we won't. We know exactly how to keep 41s out. No, you don't. There is no way to keep a 41 out. If you're setting up a trap,
No.
you're inviting the whole entire nation including your own nation, for that matter. But
I
yeah,
mean, Hob doesn't really defend unless asked by the top alliance for a trap.
did they bubble up as soon as the first person got in there, or did they allow other people to get in?
They let a lot get
Oh,
in, not us or
right.
um, but the other alliances,
Okay, so
and a lot of Zoo got hit hard as well.
oh, I bet. So you guys got to figure out who your best bubbler is. You know, like the fastest bubbler, like how like back in the days the fastest gunslinger there is in the West. But figure out who the fastest bubble is, and that's the person that you make um, the trap with. You know what I mean? That's the person you need to
Yeah,
use. So, and he's going to be able to pull some tricks that you guys won't expect either, like bubble to knock out the first two to come in, or first three to come in and then reopen and then reshut. He's going to figure out that'll be his talent. Very, very, very useful. But yeah, that's
yeah, well, and definitely don't go for a striker if you're going to attack because
yeah,
big loss.
yeah. Striker's strong. He was always been strong though. So yeah, that's
A
yeah.
no, especially in Void.
Exactly, especially in Void. Go ahead, turn on my freaking auto kill. Get that fuel. Well, I would love to say congratulations to you, but it didn't happen. Um, hopefully,
513 did win though.
513 won.
Yeah,
Okay, 10 to 8. Okay, yeah, you guys did win. 552 beat 582. Looks like 550 beat 601, and then 603 beat 588.
yeah. We've been doing pretty well in 513 against states for quite a while now.
Well, let me ask you, being that you're playing in two nations, and if you're doing better than 513, is it possible you just might like pull the reins on the 52 and just stay in 513 full time?
I've been thinking about it, yeah, because, well, Civil War non-stop now, and I've been playing close to 7 years now, the game.
Yeah. Another thing to ask you: ancient nations versus somewhat newer nation 513 compared to 52. Gameplay is different.
Yeah, and they have gotten a bit stripped to like 52,
Hmm.
which is, I think, is because I've come into their game. They're thinking, oh, she's right, we should do this and shouldn't do that.
Well,
Because I am teaching quite a lot of them different things, and showing them the 41's close, so don't attack that one.
right. Well, GG on your 513. Sorry about the 52. But
Yeah, we tried our best, but they were way ahead of us before we started with 52 with the other events.
whoa, 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 whoa! Are you seeing this?
Yeah,
50,000?
blimey,
50,000?
how can you even do that? He hasn't got a lot of the things that
Well, okay, so
guns.
this is the very end. Obviously, this is a screenshot just before he dies. Um, so he has already taken like all these down and maxed out these right here. So, but 50,000 too. So this is now that new the new plane equipment's out and you can get it in here. It's very important to score as high as you can. So those videos that you see on YouTube of how to do 45 and above, I think you guys need to really start paying attention to that and start using it because
Yeah,
like even myself, I need to start using it. I'm not that good at this. Like look, 38. Here's the issue. I usually get all of these down here because I don't need any of that. But now, because of the points are low, I need to get these, and to get all these every day, it's more than 1,000. It's
It's
like,
like 1,100 or 1,150 or something like that.
yeah. So with that being said, like unless you can get those 45 and a 45,000 and above, you're gonna have to pick and choose either just these two and fuck all the rest of this. Like these are important, guys. Like these are a must to get every day. These are
They definitely are.
like
Yeah.
like
Now with the new
Yep.
things and
I
that.
used to buy the chest. Now I'm buying those.
you know they're a must.
Woody,
Yeah.
there was a guy in I think it was Nation 890 who scored 60,000.
How? How?
It's it's got to be a bot, man. It has to be.
Yeah,
The perfect boost draws. I mean,
but
60,000? Like, bro, that's insane. There's no
like,
way.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's no way. The most that I got. Let's see if I can check my all-time high. Um, I think all-time best 45. 45. That's my all-time best. So if he's gotten 60,000, that's
that's about
15,000.
mine.
That's 45 is still fucking good.
I mean, 50,000 is already insane.
Yeah, that's insane. And then here there's someone that's doing 60? Oh my god, like how? Like please share. I want to know cuz if I'm going to run out of points and I'm going to need to get more of these. And that's you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, for real.
I literally get 1,200 was like
It's,
1,250 a day and that's it. And this is 1,100, so
that live you did helped me. I haven't scored under 40,000 since following everything you did on that live with all those dudes.
well, the thing is, like it's been so long ago that I totally forgot what I was using. So, plus I usually play it on my break, so like it's like okay, I got half hour, and those can last all day if you want to do it correctly. But anyway, just keep moving to some of these reports. Actually, let's jump to this one real quick.
All day. That's crazy.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, dude. Like I remember this one guy saying it literally took him like 9 hours to get it to 45. 9 hours. All right, so 354 went against 443. 443 did take that win. 343 versus 365. And it looks like 343 won. 357 versus 351. And 351 took that win. 439 versus 415. And 439 won that one. All right, let's look at some of these big reports. Okay, all right, 780. There's a good hit right there. 24 versus 31. But they did lose more. They did lose more on that one. Okay. Okay, okay. 1.6. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm just going through them. I don't want to spend too much time. They ain't bad. Okay, okay. I still can't get over that one attack that Archie did, where he killed 27 million troops in a single attack. I was like, what? Okay, now this is a really good hit. 3.5, 5.1, 415 felt that one. They felt that one. Geez, 1.1. Nice, nice. All right, Woody, we've done so much with little for so long that we're qualified to do anything with nothing. Slim Shady, good. You got a good point there. You figured out how to just make shit work. 988 versus 997. 988 took that win. 994 versus 949. 994 973 versus 1011. 973 took that one. 1035 versus 960. And 1035 won. So I'm seeing a lot of these 900s that are taking the L's. And a lot of these well, I can't really say thousands, but no, I take that back because there's a 10,000, there's a 1,000 right there that took the loss. Okay, okay. So are these thousand nations really strong out there? Or I know some of the 900s are super strong.
There's quite a few that got some power.
I know 1111 is pretty strong, really strong actually, and then there's 1038 that's extremely strong.
1111, 1189, 1170, 1176.
Now just wait till they get their first mergers. If whatever they
There you go, Woody.
Well, I'm just saying. So if they're molded their nation up right now to where are they active or they just got whales? I mean, let's be real.
They're all active. They're all pretty active.
Jeez. So if they're active, are they top heavy or are they just active?
Um, I mean, each of the ones I said have, they're 2 to 3 strong people, and then a decent average of growing strength behind them. I mean, I wouldn't say they're completely top heavy, but they got a little weight up there.
So okay, I'll show you how I look at it when we'll go through my nation. So
I mean,
if you ever want to look at it and see where you stand and where you're going to be 3 months from now, okay? So right now we got a 40 here, a 39 here. Playtime has been 40 for about 2.5 months now. So I'm expecting him maybe next month or the following month, he's going to hit 41. Sleepy just went 39, so I'm expecting 4 months before he hits 40. And a couple of these been 38 for a while. These are the medium spenders, so I'm expecting them to be by 39, probably around Octoberish. That's how I look at the future of my nation. Like, where do we sit? We're like trying to take an educated guess of where we're going to be 3 months from now. And if you can do that, you can pretty much determine if you're going to get a merge or if you're not going to get a merge. I don't think we're going to get a merge. I think we're just too top heavy for a merger.
The problem in the new nation is you got all the new players screaming for mergers, and I keep like, don't want one. We don't want one right now.
Well, mergers can either be good or destroy your nation.
Yeah.
So, like, I seen like what you're saying, these newer nations, where their average is not even 34. They're like, we need a merger, and then they get it, and they're like, we don't want it, we didn't want it, we didn't want it, we can't win. It's like you asked for it, you asked for it too soon,
Yep.
and when you ask for it too soon, then
Oh, like 1176, for example. We've got 2 really strong, active top 2 alliances. We've got everybody else in a third academy style alliance. Um, we haven't lost the void.
yet,
So I mean,
yet.
well, yeah. I mean, obviously, but I mean, but we've had quite a few, and we haven't lost yet. And we've faced some pretty big nations.
Let me say one thing right now, and like in the future when it does happen, you'll understand it. For those nations that has not lost a single void yet or a frenzy, just know each time your percentage goes up and higher, they're going to set you up with a harder and harder nation. So eventually you're going to lose one. So when you do lose one, don't take that to heart. Trust me, don't take it to heart, and don't be like, "Fuck this, I'm gonna leave." You don't take it to heart. We all lose them. I just lost one
Oh,
against 785, and then before that, like we've lost like four in a row almost. It seems like uh, it's gonna happen.
our
Um,
next our next void is gonna be a good one because we're most likely going to be facing 1189, and they gave us our first ass whooping in frenzy, so it should be interesting. But they've got the judge there, and he's just retarded strong.
1189.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're gonna have me go looking. Okay, I want to see what you consider. I like seeing these monsters up here. I really do. What I don't like seeing is the monsters
when you
that
say
have.
1189, isn't that guy Q?
Q, yeah.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Go. It's 1170. Sorry,
All right,
the
11-7.
judge.
Woody, I would expand on what you said about your kill event record. Also, if you have a whale and you haven't lost void yet, you may be in for a tough time.
Yeah,
Like if you have that great strongest commander or head of state whatever record, and then your whale decides to go on vacation, and you're facing a bunch of other undefeated people without your top whale, you're gonna have a bad time.
yeah.
Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
You may have heard
Oh
of
no,
Vegas.
I'm sorry. It is right. I'm sorry, not the judge. We are facing 1189. The Q.
Oh, Q is strong.
Yeah.
Well,
Those
well,
and he's got some strong people in his alliance too.
here's something that this judge needs to look at. He's the top. He's a top guy, okay, and the drop is so significant right after him. This is not what you want in your nation, a successful nation, and I'll tell you why. A lot, and I could be 100% wrong about this actual nation, but he's carrying the nation. Players here are taking too long to help him, and they don't got that fire underneath their ass. And I'm not going to tell people to spend, okay, period. I'm not going to tell people to spend, but just know when you got that one person and no one else is really pushing to catch up to help, he's going to run out of oomph. If you know what I mean. And the more that this person wins in Void, the harder. Like imagine this nation, because they've won so much and by a lot of points, they start facing nations like mine, where 141 is facing 7 other 41s, and they're all fighters. That's what's going to
Yeah.
happen. And so,
Yeah, I understand that, but there is a difference to 1176. Is we don't have a whale. We've got like the top 10 that are just strong,
you're active.
and and yeah, like I said, we've got two full alliances that are completely active, and we've been one nation since the beginning. It's just a good setup that we got going there.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing it in the future. So you said 1189.
That's who we're facing. Yeah.
All right, and that's Q. We'll check that out, and then we're gonna move on to the next Q. Let's see what they got cooking over here. Okay, so he's. This is kind of like Smirkles understands what I was just talking about, so he's trying to push to help. And same with Goldman. Um,
Yeah, Smirkles has got a good account going.
yeah, he's trying to push to help out Q. Um, I remember Q saying that he was going to quit the game not too long ago. So he's got help coming. He's just not there yet, but he can still do some damage. Smirkles can still do some damage. Let's check out their officers. 22, 11. Ooh, man, Smirkles might want to really push those officers right now before the uranium. You want him to be at 41 at only 11.3 officers. That can be an issue. What is his BP at? 52. He can still hide his troops. That's safe for him. Like, we all say, don't ever build more than you can hide. And this is 100% true. But if you're one of those people that are like touching 2000 or into 2000s melee HP, mid range attack, or long range attack, at that point, you can literally start just building
Oh,
troops.
Q's there for sure.
Oh, yeah, Q's definitely there. He can. Q is strong. 22. He's stronger than I am. And I'm not gonna say I'm weak, and I'm not gonna say I'm super strong, but I can hold my own. Just as long as it's not Holbrook or Beast or Ducky or Lee God, I can hold my own. But all right, I wish you luck on
Hopefully,
that
he
one.
got humbled with GC and he's treating his nation better.
What's that?
I said I think he got humbled in GC when he took third and
Who,
just
Q?
started treating his nation better.
Q?
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing you got to realize. So, if you some of these older ancient nations, like a few months ago, they had this one tyrant, and when I say tyrant, a true tyrant of the nation, And what happened? People caught up. For years, he's been tiring, pushing around, bullying his nation, and everyone started catching up to him, and they zeroed him out. They straight zeroed him out. And I think he had like 450 million BP, and now he's maybe not now anymore, but after that hit, he was down to like one fleet. So if you are a whale leader of your nation, don't be the bully. Try to understand, have empathy of where you're sitting. Moving on forward, we have 756 against, was it 537 or 637? I think it's 537.
I think isn't that's Beast Junior, I think, right?
If it's 637, it's Beast Junior, but I can't tell if it's 5 or 6 there.
It's Beast Junior. We
Okay,
fought Beast Junior. I posted the report of his stat below.
Area we just played them yesterday.
Okay, so it is 637, but you guys beat him. Oh, I don't know how you did that, but okay. He's strong.
Look for the report, Woody. They got 71 in there.
Yeah, that's why. That's why. We went up against you guys in freaking that new event, and they brought it just like you're seeing here. Put it that way. Matter of fact, I'll show you. I think it's this one, right? Yeah. And then battle records, right down here, 756. We brought like 45. They brought like everyone, the grandma, the grandpa. They out buried some people, and they showed up. Yeah, that was 756. They got their second merger too. So with that having that, they are definitely benefiting. Not saying that that's an excuse, because it's not. But you guys did what you had to do. All right, right here, 3 versus 2. Was Beast in here?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
He wasn't. That first attack was a bubble trap.
This one did.
When they
Holy shit! A bubble trap of 71 reinforcements. Holy shit! Holy cow! Wow!
we
My
fixed them,
God.
Great Scots!
we did do Marina or like 10 minutes earlier and had everybody on, and we just let someone bubble drop on purpose, and we just sat and saw them come in like a fish.
I
Jeez.
posted the video just a bit below if it works.
Yeah, let me see that video. I'm going to mark my spot so I don't leave it. And I want to see this video. Where is it? Where is it? Is it up yet or
Just
no?
a couple of posts below what you were looking at before.
Okay.
Bahamut 156.
Just a couple posts below. Right here. Let's check out this. I'm gonna have to mute it though. Jeez. Jeez. They're still coming in. If Baymax says, nope, I am out. Get out.
Battle everybody wishes for.
Yeah. Jesus. DOA. Jeez. That's good stuff right there. I'm not gonna lie, man. That's real good stuff. Where was I? Gator. I think this was it. This next. No. Where the fuck are we? Okay, we are here. Congratulations on that win. Jeez. Alright, we do gotta keep moving though. I think we just went over this, didn't we? No, we didn't. 838 versus 87. Yeah, we did go through this already. No, we didn't. 838 versus 877. 838 took the win. 807 versus 925, which I believe is a Lock Nation. 807 won. 817 versus 833. 817 wins. 822 versus 875, and 822 wins. beef cannon, and I think it was beef cannon. So how's it feel to win both your voids?
I mean, it feels pretty good. Granted, I spent most of my time in 785,
Hmm.
but there were a couple of highlight moments in 817. So I popped over there for Elite War. We won, and then came out, and this particular battle happened.
Jeez.
So 833 set a trap, and we broke it.
Oh, I see that. I see that. You broke it.
Well,
Definitely
we
broke it.
had to get redemption from they broke our second alliance's trap last night,
Okay.
and it was really infuriating. So I'm actually just gonna post that report here. But like they had one dude hit 14 people and kill 3 million troops.
Oh,
So our second alliance like put us solid in the back of the score, and then we
jeez.
had to kind of dig back.
Jeez.
But
But I mean, here's the
yeah,
thing. Here's the thing. Even after they gained the lead from that second alliance hit, they still gave the opportunity. They didn't
yep.
just say fuck it. We got the win. Everyone bubbled. They gave the opportunity. So
Oh, they played real well.
yeah, that's and so that right there, like this wouldn't be a blacklisted nation. This would literally be a nation that you want to fight. Like you want to. It's gonna be exciting. Like call off work, kind of exciting. You said you posted
Oh
another
yeah,
report.
yeah. I just posted it, so it's going to be at the very bottom of chat.
All right here. Oh wow, wow. Law dog Jesse, jeez. So let me ask you. After this battle hit and they started gaining the lead, what lead did they get? Was it like 1 billion, 800 million? What kind of lead did they get?
So after that hit right there, I think we were down by like 500, 600 mil.
Okay, so let me ask you: did you notice once they got the lead like that, did they start to get play a little sloppy? Like not high troops, bubbles
No,
falling.
again, admittedly, I spent most of my time in 785, but from the time that I did spend in 817, no, I mean they were bubbled very well, and we just had to really like watch. They would try the occasional trap, um, but if anything, we might have had to catch a bubble drop here or there.
Right.
But when we came out, I guess they knew that we were in Elite War because while we were in, like one of our C-41s wasn't even in the Elite War. He was actually trying to break one of their traps. He picked up some points there, but it wasn't necessarily a win. But then we
Right.
came out; they were pretty confident. Um, and then I guess they set a trap. That particular city was a C-38, and you know
So I'm wondering if
they,
that
they
C
they were
thirty.
waiting for us.
I'm
They were
wondering it.
setting fireworks off.
I'm wondering if that C-38 left his troops inside, or if
No,
he hid his troops.
no, we knew they were setting up a trap because he was sending to Doomsday across the map.
Oh, so
Because this was in their nation.
and what was that? What was right? And what was their BP in that 38? That was the trap.
I feel like the BP of that 38 was like possibly 100.
What he lost? So he lost the battle for them.
Oh yeah, oh
He,
yeah. So after this battle, we were up 1.2.
yeah, he lost the battle. If he would have kept his troops home, um, this would have been opposite. This would have been the opposite way.
100%.
So I think that's very important for people to understand. If you're using, I can understand if it's like a 34 or 35 to hide his troops because his troops will die pretty quickly. Um, but if you're using a 38, a somewhat strong city, you want to have all your troops home because they have to break through your troops first. Like 100 million BP, guys, they have to match that first and then the reinforcements. So imagine 100 million BP that you guys would have to have gone up against first, and then 50 more people on top of that. So you're looking at that could have been like 23 million troops. or even 25 million troops.
Oh yeah, it would have been
So
a different outcome.
yeah, so whoever and I'm not talking shit to 833, but I'm saying like in the future, or any of these nations in the future, if you can use a 38 or somewhat strong city, keep your troops in there. Yeah, possibly.
Definitely a pretty organized nation. They played it well. We just managed to have some shining fortune on that particular battle.
Yeah, he definitely did. Well, I'm sure they already know where that mistake was, but wow, ouch.
GG.
GG, GG. You said it, GG. I think we went over these already. KLR 6-1. Yeah, we went over these already. We're gonna keep moving. We went over 756 already. 1038. All right, so 943 versus 1037. 943 won. 1038 versus 1006. 1038 took the W on that one. 1054 versus 1034. 1054 took the win. 1090 versus 8 or 989, and it looks like 989 took the win. Kent, any good juicy things you want to talk about?
We had like two good reports the whole time, but it was pretty boring.
Was
But
it?
other than those few hits, yeah.
Well, you know what, guys? I want to see more like in the future. Um, hits like strategy hits. Like I know we've already said it. The whole thing what Holbrook did. I mean, like there was no cities that hit either side, so they had to come up with something, and it benefited. I want to see those kind of things. So if people start knowing those kind of things to be active, um, maybe Void will be more active. You know what I mean?
We held activity online because our alliance loves Void,
Right.
but they had posted on their nation chat before it even started to stay in your bubble.
Oh.
But they were going in up, and once we got the lead back, they finally sent two attacks to try to get the lead, and I posted them in here. We reinforced them pretty heavy and went on them.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
And
Jeez.
then we overkilled one city because it had dropped bubble in their hives. And we're like, this has got to be a trap. So we got people online and
You-
sent. I think we had like 50 going to send, and like the battle ended so quick. There was a second wave of like 20 that hit right after that one because we overkilled it, thinking it was a trap.
Jesus. That's funny though. That is funny. Well, I mean, you did kill his troops. He literally had what 112 plus. So he had what like 500,000 troops after that. That's a big loss. 468,000 troops. That's a big loss. Yikes. Yikes. Who do you guys got next?
1054. So that one should be a good one. We
Yeah.
know them, and they got four C-41s over there, so they show up to fight.
Yeah, it
So
looks
it
like it's
should be
gonna.
some good report.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be fun. Well, congratulations on your win. Do got to keep moving now. I think we already went through this. Did we go through 1152 versus 1150? Yeah, we went through this already. But I don't think we went through reports. 6 versus 16, 1.8. They only killed 130,000 troops. Ooh, ouch. Let's see. See, this is the kind of stuff I don't understand right here. I mean, I do understand, but like for instance, this person was winning, and like really fucking winning the whole time. He should have not have wasted that SOS and slaughter on it. He should have just ate the 93,000 troops, took the loss of 20,000, and saved that SOS for future hits. I think that's the same one. 7 versus 12. Ooh, Ouch. They hit a wall. They hit a wall. They hit a fucking wall. Ouch. Ouch. That hurts. Whoa. What the fuck? I think we've seen this one already. Yeah, this is the one where he switched out the Brave Star in the middle of attack. Technically, he really didn't even need to. He would only lost like maybe 2,000 troops after the hospital. Still, to see people that are able to switch out the Brave Star in the middle of the attack and not even want to watch the attack, that's not bad. All right, keep moving forward. All right, we got Wayland here from 601 versus 550. One person versus 7 killed 1.1 million troops. And Wayland, I did see you in a YouTube chat, by the way. So you getting your time to shine. 1.1 million troops. This is something that, yeah, he would use a SOS on. Yeah, attack domain. Yeah, because it was a loss. But definitely something he'd use. This was a good SOS slaughter. You guys all know how to read these reports, so why you wouldn't, why you didn't, right?
Well, it's still a good report because he got a load of points, even though it's a loss.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I'm asking like when you see a loss, like how right here is, you know why it's a loss, right?
Yeah, because his troops are higher than what he sent as well. A lot higher.
Well, it has to do with surviving units.
And melee and all that.
Well, no, not necessarily. So the percentage of the units that he sent. So there was, let's say he had what, 549,000 troops versus the 2 million.7. They go off the percentage still alive to see who wins. So
yeah.
obviously he killed half the troops that they had, or yeah, half the troops, almost half the troops they had, but he was still like 55% worth of troops in there versus the 49%. That's the reason why it lost. Even though he killed more troops, it was a percentage of surviving units that made him lose it. But this is an awesome report. Don't. I'm not trying to take that away from you.
Yeah, I always think it's a good attack, even though the loss because of the kill amount.
Absolutely. I look at this. How many units did I kill? And then I'll look at like wounded units. Okay, so he's got 1 million wounded units. So lost units, or I'm sorry, we're looking at the wrong spot. Are we? Okay. How the fuck does? Okay, that's shared. Never mind. So he lost 99,000. Whatever. That's not bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's still not bad. It's still gonna cost him a lot to heal those troops. Not bad though on that hit. All right, we got 899. So 914 versus 847. 914 took the W. 870 versus 850. 870 won that one. 856 versus 828. 856 did a whooping on that one. 899 versus 871, and holy shit, almost double the points. Yo, what's up?
Titties. What's up, guys? How you doing? Titties here. So 871 was a Lock Nation. So
okay.
We we had a few good hits. It was a bunch of hits just like this, right?
Okay.
Basically, there were a few good. They did a few good bubble traps on us. Where there were some slow pokes that got hit, and they popped that bubble. They got us a few times, but really, man, this nation we were unbubbled for forever. They weren't hitting us at all. It was absolutely crazy.
Right.
I've never been like unbubbled for that long with all my troops home, or like just hitting random cities left and right, not even bubbling, and this is the whole entire day. It was crazy.
Was this your first Lock Nation you went against?
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah.
Well, that's what Lock Nations do. There are slim Lock Nations that will attack. Not many. But this is
they were basically just bubbling and defending, and trying to do a couple. Maybe they did a couple traps, that. But
so
they just kept hitting it.
They do that. They do that because they don't want to lose their troops. I mean,
Exactly.
is it
Yeah.
smart? I don't know. Like if it's really smart because like you're defeating the purpose of the actual game, avoid. In my
Yeah.
eyes.
Okay, so here, check this out. This city came into our nation, dropped bubble, and they had 1.8 billion steel and minerals, right?
Okay.
And we just went farming on this nation. There was like 20, 30. This happened for like 2 hours. We just did this, literally. Maybe there were like one or two little hits on some of those random smaller cities, but nobody was coming out to freaking hit any of us. It was absolutely insane. And then they stopped us from being able to clean the rest of that city. Like Camel stopped us completely. You would send attacks to hit, and no res was coming back at all. So they completely like locked it up on us.
So no resources was coming back, right?
Yeah.
It's probably because you guys drained it all.
No, we didn't. We didn't drain it all. It was there was still 800 million freaking steel left, and people were still hitting that city over and over again, and nothing was coming back. So Camel like stepped in and like freaking just I don't know what they did. They just stopped. They didn't bubble the city or anything. They just stopped us from getting the res.
That's
I
weird.
It was
didn't
insane.
even think that was possible of
Yeah.
Camel doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is weird. I mean, yeah. I can't imagine unless like actually I can't imagine Camel doing that. But I mean,
I mean, it didn't make any other sense other than that happening because nobody could get any more res from that city, and there was still 818 million, steel left
right.
and everything. So
That's weird.
that's the only thing I can think of,
That's
you know,
weird.
because all the smaller cities they were just like they were going to go eat, they were
Yeah.
just kept hitting that city like over. It was crazy,
Found you a
and
Camel
and
employee.
they just if I had seen, man, I mean, possibly they had so much freaking res. I've never seen so much res in this nation. Some of these cities had that. Like multiple cities had that much res. It was the most craziest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. You know, and here's the thing: like, if this right here was happening in my nation,
Yeah,
I would, as a monster, not saying that 34 or 36, I would speed in there because these
yeah,
guys, everyone in there that you guys are sending, they're just sending. They're not proper formations. They're just sending. You know what I mean? Like I would
yeah.
speed
I
in
think
there and get
yeah.
a lot
So
of points from that.
I think that happened. That happened once, and that freaking C40. I couldn't find the report, but that C41 got lit the fuck. He got lit up. He got absolutely destroyed. I wish I could find that one, but there were so many. There were so many just random small reports that I couldn't find it.
Now, did he get blown up
But
on that one hit, or did he get blown up because it
yeah,
was multiple fleets coming in one after another? Because you
ooh, I
see,
think it was just. Yeah, good question. Good question. I would have to
because
go back and
people are
see it,
sending
but
all five fleets in there right now. So I
yeah,
mean, and it's one hit after another, and like these all would be after it would be waiting. God, no offense.
yeah,
I would love for something like that to happen. If like me and Kay spat in there and you guys are doing that.
yeah.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I was afraid the whole time. Listen, I wasn't even taking resources. I was looking at all the other cities, waiting for one of them to hit one of those cities, and I got a few good like defensive wins on that. But it was, it wasn't anything like the other nation brought 50 people and was all of a sudden, defending on that guy. It just wasn't.
Yeah,
It never happened. This would never happen in our nation. You know what I mean?
right.
Like there was no way this would ever occur. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
So if you ever see something like that happen, against a unlocked nation,
Yeah.
Oh, they
just
broke the window?
what window broke? Someone broke the window. Oh, someone's in trouble. No, but if you see something like that happening in your nation, like your alliance, and they're cleaning out your resources, have all your big guys speed in there. Let
Oh
them
yeah,
let
oh
them
yeah.
all
We've
let
done
them
that a
all
few times.
yeah let them all send and get close, and a second before all of them get in there, speed in there. Because they're not going to
Yeah,
be able to recall everything unless they do the whole recall all kind of thing, and that would be
yeah,
so many points. Oh my god!
yeah,
And they will be easy points too, because they only got one that's got their Titans and their plane in there, and everything else is just freebies. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. It was crazy. We absolutely destroyed them. We hit every single city, every single mine, every single city that we could think of. I don't think any. The only cities that were on fire were the ones that didn't want to fight at all. So
We have 666 coming up, right? And which is a lock nation. We have them in frenzy. Go figure. But either way, um, 666 is who we got coming up, and they gonna look delicious. I think that they have already been zeroed out. I think they go into six
oh
six
shit.
nine. Yeah, I think they already been zeroed out. So I'm hoping I can find something because their top guy I think is only got like 60. Let me see if I can find it real quick. We're getting close. And anyone that's in my bracket, they might be seeing them too. So I'm sure that they're gonna want to take a look. There it is. There's 666. So to go in there, it's got to go in through 669 right here. So they got 441s, a shitload of 40s, a shitload of 39s.
And they won't find anyway.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, but I think
Well, they'll fight in frenzy, right?
what's that? No, they'll defend.
They won't. Oh,
Yeah, they'll defend. But like this guy, he's a 40, 8 point.
That's even better.
Yeah, 8.4 million losses. So he's been hit already before.
He likes it.
He likes it. 2.2, and that's kind of like how I look like 7.6. So in my eyes, this guy, his bubble's a good opportunity that might drop, if you know what I mean. So like
yeah.
when you do your homework, like this guy right here, oh, 10.2 losses. Oh my God, his bubble might really drop, or else he attacks and doesn't hide his troops and he gets caught. That's the kind of stuff that if you're ever like doing your homework on shit, I look at shit like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
to like better
definitely.
know, like if you like are planning on watching a city, knowing that that bubble's eventually gonna calm down, it's gonna happen most likely.
They
But
like
yeah,
to get hit.
yeah. But I think this is gonna be fun, and we're probably gonna
I,
get a lot of points off of them. I
I think
really
we
do.
have them frenzy next time.
Yeah, we got them in frenzy this time coming up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ours
Yeah,
should be fun.
yeah. I'll be definitely recording.
We're
Yeah. So
fighting.
we got
We're fighting
914
League
next,
God.
but
It's like a candy store.
hmm Now, I don't know if they're going to defend in the towers. That will be fun. I do want to see what they have for the top guy that they have there. So, what his officer is. Oh, yes. Okay. All right, he can be eaten. 11.9, so he's been hit before. Okay, cool. Warplanes. Oh, what? That's a hit. That's weak. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you ever have 666, go in through 669. All right, we're gonna keep moving.
yeah.
I
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
no problem. Here's a link to the 50,000 infinities that I cannot show that on my channel. I'll lose monetization. But if you guys want to see it, how to get it, I'm gonna post. You know what? I will post this link uh, in the Woody announcements, just because I know that we have to start getting uh, better scores for this new plane equipment. So that link's there if you guys want to see it and watch it on your time. But let's keep going. Oh, this is my bracket right here. Okay,
Yeah.
730. 700, 785 whooped our ass. Okay. 700 versus 797. 700 took that win. 726 versus 667. 667 won against 726, no surprise. And then 799 murdered 666. I'm wondering, because this is actually kind of a low score for a lock nation. I'm wondering what happened with 779 and 666. Like you would imagine, like 18 million. And
No,
726.
no,
Go ahead.
nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody knows. We'll find out. I'll be asking Ducky and Beast about how things went. I promise you that. All
Yeah, okie
right.
dokie.
Yeah, I'll be definitely asking that. Okay, so Loch Nation 797. Yeah,
Yeah,
23 versus 7.
Yeah, the biggest mistake of my life.
Oh, you hit a wall. You hit a fucking wall.
Hit a fucking wall.
Oh my god.
36 people online, 23 landed.
Did they bubble or just the other people just didn't
No, it
send?
wasn't, and it was the 41. So if you look at the season rankings,
uh,
on
Uh,
group, you see him. I think he's third behind Holbrook at the moment.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up in our group because you're in our group. Season rankings, individual.
Yeah, so yeah, he's third. He's third. You're right up my ass, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, I will pass you. Come this next
Oh
frenzy.
yeah. I'm not playing Frenzy. I'm on vacation.
Come frenzy, I promise.
Um,
I'm gonna try to catch up to Holbrook and fucking. I don't think anyone's gonna catch Ducky. I don't think anyone's
no,
catching Ducky.
we've got the next 7 and 9.
Good thing it's frenzy.
We are fucked. We're like royally fucked.
Well, I mean,
Um,
you're gonna have fun.
I'm actually taking the family on vacation. I'm not Frenzy.
Literally, it's going
So
on vacation for frenzy. Nope, guys, I'm going on
hey,
vacation. Good luck.
you're on your own. I literally said that in the Alliance chat. This is like you guys are on your own. You figure this out.
I
But no, I have to say though, I have to give credit to the guys because we went a billion down with that first hit, that 2 million loss that we took, and then we went a billion down. We started with seven. We started 700 and 700 million behind.
jeez.
Went a billion down and managed to. We slowly started just hitting everything. If it's a farm, if it's a whatever it is, we're gonna hit it.
Right. Well,
By the
I
time I
mean,
woke up in the morning, we were 100 million ahead.
so when it
did,
when it when it
did
comes to like if team attacks don't work, um, then sometimes you just got to do the slows and start
Yeah,
solos and nickel and dime it, like or two or
uh,
three at a time.
I have a
like
question.
literally going.
797 went up by recruiting, or how did they went so well?
They went to buy recruiting.
Okay, okay,
They went to
good
buy
to know.
recruiting.
Okay,
I
so
put on 120 in recruiting.
you know why he asked that question, right?
Oh yeah, because he's got the next system.
Yeah, yeah. They're gonna properly prepare for this one.
Oh yeah,
I will
and it's
say
the same.
my
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I would say they defended the entire fucking K. They didn't attack shit.
so
Like well, they did, but you'll
so
have to wait like 20 minutes for a trap.
so there is one guy I will suggest staying away from in 726. Uh, wait,
7-9. You mean 726? We got 799.
no, thought Holbrook had. No, he's got 667. 797 got 726. 797 is not lock, are they?
No, they're not locked, but they're in the middle of a civil war.
Okay, well,
So
well,
guns over there. I'm good friends with guns over there. He's yeah. They're trying to sort it out. Trying to sort it all out, but they're
right.
in the middle of a mini civil war at the moment.
Okay, well, whoever has 726 on the third void round, one guy you guys want to stay away from, and I'll show you who he is.
Who's that?
I'll show you exactly who he is, because he is strong as fuck. This guy right here. Stay away from him.
Oh shit!
His stats.
Yeah, we know him.
Stay away from him. Trust me. The guy, and this was what fucking a week ago. So, with that being said, not even a week ago, but either way, with that being said, unless you have stats to match that, and all these bottom stats
No,
too,
you know that we don't.
yeah, yeah, don't fuck with him, and don't try hitting his city, because his city in the global ranking is,
It's not one.
yeah, he is a
Shit.
top guy.
Yeah.
Well,
Honestly,
I hope he's looking at the global kill rankings and go, wait a minute, who's the 700 guys?
attacking a guy with 500 million BP is like a suicide. Like, he must be crazy.
No, that is
Yeah,
suicide.
that's
Yeah.
that's like 425 and 621, 255 kind of 385 kind of attacks to get people like that. Yeah.
That's the next frenzy, Woody. 385 and 425 is frenzy.
No.
It's gonna be a good one.
Oh my god. The thing is, they'll both fight. That's I guarantee. Then I guess the best thing is that it is frenzy, and they're very friendly nations with each other. But with that being said, they all do understand void is void. Frenzy we treat it, it's void. So they're gonna fight. Uh, who's gonna win? I don't know. It'll probably be one of those slow. Actually no, because they got the towers, so it might not be slow.
Oh.
Nice. All right, we're gonna keep going. I think I reposted that one. We keep going though. What do we got here? 18 verse 29. And, jeez. That 6 took on 10 and still fucking grabbed the win off that one. Jeez. GG on that one. 10-20. Alright, alright, alright. 1074 versus 1018. You guys fucking. What the fuck? You guys are bullies. You guys are bullies. Holy cow. Holy shit. Not saying it's a bad thing in a war game. It's damn. Okay, okay. 12 versus 16. 2.3 million kills. Oh god. They got videos. We love these videos. Nope, revive down. Yeah, they all came in too late. Way too late. They're already fucking eating, and officers' skills were already, breakthrough skills were already activating. Way too late. That guy shouldn't have came at all. Or these guys. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. GG on that hit, guys. See all these planes? You see all these planes, guys? Wait, 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 wait. Because I'm seeing more. Hold on. I gotta replay this. I gotta replay this. And I gotta put it in slow-mo.
I can see the plane
Ah!
targeting the Titan.
Hold on. I'm looking to see how many planes are being sent. I thought I seen like rate. No, it was. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I thought I seen like 6 planes at a time.
You've kind of got planes attacking the Titans, flying around, just not staying in place. Like our ordinary planes, that might be one of the skills, the new ones.
Yeah. Okay, you seen what just happened, right? Hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
So he sent the plane. The planes came back, and immediately after a plane came out. So that tells me that there's more than one person that was in there that has planes. Okay, that just answers a question I had. Cool. 1018 versus 1074. This is a fucking. They fucking failed. badly. Wow. Let's check out this attack. So they are coming in all at once. So, I mean, that's not bad. Jesus. And here comes the reinforcements. Oh, that's going to be hard to get out of. That's going to be really hard to get out of. But they're doing it. They are doing it. Wow. 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 That's
God,
that's
40
hard. Yeah,
attacking and 60 in defence, and this was winning.
that's hard to climb out of when the bar is that low or that far for that long. That is very hard to climb out of, and they did it. Nice. GG on that. Holy cow, that was awesome. Wow, that bar was way over there. GG on that, 1074. And good win. Good win. All right, let's keep moving. 255 says KIL 60,000. What? So this is the Infinity Zombies. So here is the proof that 60,000 is doable. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna be needing to find the video for 60,000 and see why and how he did it. So if Ghost, if you can find a person to make a video of it, that'd be much appreciated. All right.
Woody wants to get to them numbers.
Well, I want to get enough, have some enough saved, to be able to get those. One verse,
Yeah.
1 verse 14, 3 million troops. Oh, they left them. You guys left them the scraps. Oh, I think we went over this one already, but yeah, that's fucking awesome. Holy.
It was so frustrating to watch that one, by the way.
Oh my god.
So those 14 trickled in over the course of 40 seconds.
Oh
Within the first 10 seconds, they only had 3 people.
That was game over right there at the first 3 seconds. Then all they did was feed him.
Yep, that one got shared on NC, and then my only comment was, "So, what did we learn?"
What did we learn, kids? We don't go into strangers' cars. Unless there's 2 Reese's Pieces. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if they learned something off that, that's good. But if they didn't learn something off, like, here's the thing. First 10 seconds is what matters, guys. If you're not in there, you're feeding them. You got to get in there. But let me ask this is the case. Did this gentleman city when he got hit, did he post his city location in time, or did he wait 10 seconds and then post it?
So my understanding, and it's the second alliance, so I'm not sure exactly what went on in their AC at that point. But what I can tell you is one of the excuses they gave was, well, so, some of these people don't have the gold or the speed, so they can't get there as quickly. I'm like, then you shouldn't do a trap. If you don't have people that can commit to being there for the defense, then you shouldn't be setting a trap, especially in the second alliance.
True. That is true. And for those people that say, okay, guys, if people are saying they don't got gold, here's the thing. All fucking week, they should be using this. All week. That's where their troops should be. Their ship should be for that gold. Like 90 all week. And that's like what, 5 hours? 5 or 6 hours, I think it is. 3 hours or 3 per hour, whatever. But either way, like, 3 per hour. Well, that would take a lot longer. But either way, what I'm saying is like, if someone's saying they don't got the gold or the speeds, the gold is available, and void is once a month. They can get enough for one good solid attack within a month, or even 2, if that matter. So tell them that, and tell them you want to hear the excuses. I'm just saying.
Oh, I already they got a little bit defensive on my "so what did we learn" remark.
Oh, of course they
So
did.
I got kind of sassy with my response. I think my first word was "whoa there, cool your jets, big guy."
Cool your jets,
Woody,
big guy.
hey, I think it's worth mentioning too. I mean, you gotta make a decision as an alliance. If you have someone that has a bubble drop, everyone cares about them. But it's also if it's going to be a losing battle, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you got to let them die.
Yeah.
And unless you got your bigs on or anything else, but like we always are on those calls, making those decisions. Like if we know that 50 are coming or whatever it could be, not just this circumstance where there's one, but if there's like 50 coming in, got to let them drain them because I mean we're going to give up 600 million or a billion points if we send 40 cities in and lose.
Agreed.
So I think it's just important that you got to make decisions like that sometimes, even though everyone loves to defend because you don't lose, but you don't want to lose the points too. So it's just important to mention.
I agree 100%. And you gotta also think about if it's this guy right here, 35, 29 million. They got 50 people coming into here. He's a 35. What's his kills at? Like 41 million. So if it's a 41 like this, 115 million, you're defending them. You're going in. You're gonna lose your troops just as well as he's gonna lose his troops. These are the kind of people you want to defend. 35, 50 people coming in, and you only got 20 online. Let the fucker burn. Let them burn. Like the smaller people are just as important to bubble than these people that can't hide their troops. Because if a lot of these smaller guys with 29 million BP gets hit, that all will equal up to what one of these guys. I'm not gonna put Hellfish because he's a Raven hit, um, but like Drunken Tiger, that's equivalent to 115 million. Like I think it's like what, like 5 or 6 small cities is equivalent to one of these. Um, so like, I would let the little ones burn, and I know my own alliance would probably, will you let me burn? I probably would. Like let you burn, especially if 50 people are coming in. You're on your own. We got 20 people online. You ain't got a bubble on.
Well,
What?
that's the thing, though. It's not personal, and if the player understands too, I mean, like everyone has to be on the same page because, like, do you want to win void or do you want to save your troops? Because at
Right.
the end of the day, we got to make decisions to win the voids, win the frenzies, do things, whatever it could be. But and you feel bad, but then you just support them after. Like if they're a good person, help them get more recruiting, other things. Give them governor, do something like get them back up. But again, usually they'll log back on and be like, "My bad, guys." Like if they're a good person, good player, it shouldn't affect them.
Yeah, but it's those players that are like, well, why didn't you defend me? Excuse me? What? Why didn't I defend you? Why didn't you have a bubble on? That's the question. But yeah, you're absolutely right on that. But you see this? So here's that proof. Lock Nations with the 60 million, 55, 55, 51. Wow, they're all fucking doing it.
Hey,
Because
buddy, it's
yeah,
it's it's one day a month that we require a bubble. If that's
yeah.
too much to ask, then you probably shouldn't play the game.
Like even in Frenzy, yeah, we might zero you out during Frenzy and let that be a lesson learned, and you heal your troops. But
Fucking
Void,
seriously?
what? What happened? Someone said, "Are you fucking serious?" Well, like if it's like the last bit of the frenzy and like you already got the win, but now we want the Void Tyrant, and then there's another guy that's like really super close, and someone gives him it. Yeah, that guy's getting burned after frenzy. He's definitely being burned because like you got to pay attention to that. Like how many times? Let me ask you guys: how many times you guys go into here during Void? And you're looking at these numbers. How many times a night? I look at it like 20, 30 times a night, if not more. Like every big hit, I'm looking in here, then looking down here, looking right here. Like I want to know where we're sitting. Like, what did
Another
that?
place to look, Woody, is in the battle history. You can see that if somebody, while you were off for a couple hours, whatever, you
Yeah,
can see if somebody got there too.
yeah, the battle log down here.
Well,
Those,
if you're
those
an R4 or R5, you would be looking more, see who's got zeroed out, who's been attacked or attacked back.
Yeah, you can usually see. I wish they would show reports, but they don't show reports either. They just show the actual attack. Reports would be nice though.
Yeah, if you could see them in the battle thing, the reports, it would be better.
What the fuck was he thinking? What was he thinking? I think this is a towel hit. Yeah, that was a towel hit. All right, but yeah, battle reports is very important. Very important. You guys all seen where I looked at that, right? Go
Yeah.
battles down here. Shows you all. All right. Thanks for pointing that out, by the way. All right, moving on, moving on. 10.58 Zoo versus 10.33 Dar. 49-17. Oh man. Hey Tip, would you have joined this one?
Fucking boring.
Just a tip, would you have joined this battle if you were in 10.33?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I mean, you would, even though if you would have lost, you would have still killed a lot of troops off that. You would
You
have got
support your team.
Well, what if it's like a 35?
Am I the 35?
No, 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 no. If this is a 35 right here, and you see 49 dicks coming in there, are you sending or are you leaving it alone?
I mean, with my account, I would go in.
I know why you would go in. You would go in just because you know that these 7 million are your fucking meat shield, and you're gonna fucking chew them up in the back.
Pretty much, yes. They would all
That's
be become
why.
my meat shield,
Yeah,
and
that's
I would be glorified, and all the good stuff.
that's why like whales they would go in like if it's not late. Like if it's a late hit, no, don't go in. But like if it's a beginning hit and they're coming in and you got 17 dicks in there, that might be a difference between again a whale, not just a regular paper tiger, a whale, because that 7 million is your meat shield while you fucking eat. Even if you lose, it's still a lot of points that you can get. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. 1106 versus 1144. 1106 took the win. 1114 versus 1050. 1114 won. 1147 versus 1116. Even though these are low scoring, this is kind of like big scores for them. 1147 won that one. 1120 versus 1109. 1109 took that one. 1109 fought. Looks like all these guys fought, I think. Can't really tell, honestly. I think we went over this one already. 1058. Did we go over this one already? 1021 versus 1060, 1061, 1046, 1101, 1101 won. 10,005 versus 1044, 1044 won that one. And 1058 versus 1033, 1058 won. By these numbers, it looks like they were all pretty boring. I could be wrong. Huh. Busy, was it boring or was it is this average number up in the in the thousands? Oh, you probably left. All right, we're moving on. Oop. 255, 6 versus 1. 8 that
Hey,
guy.
Woody.
Hey. Which nation
Tough.
are you in?
255. This is Bayou.
All right, Bayou. All right, here we go. This report. Obviously, we already know you guys won. We don't even need to ask. We already know.
No, we squeaked out a win on this one, Woody. It was tough.
Really?
the entire 24 hours. We were actually losing until the last 2 hours of the void.
Are you
It's
fucking?
just
Are you like joking, or are you like you trying to troll me right
no,
now?
no, I'm not joking. So I mean, it was a brutal stare fest. The entire KE.
Right.
Um, we hit city after city, and we're like, oh man, troops, awesome. And then you look at the battle report,
T5s,
crap, T
T4s.
fours, T4s.
Why do you guys do that down there? Oh my god.
Oh man, so it was just, hit after hit. We tried traps. Look, we put out a full buffet of here, hit the C-37, 38, 39, 40, 41. They just wouldn't go for anything. So in the last 2 hours, they finally had one bubble dropper, which allowed us to reverse the score by about 600 million points. So
Oh.
that put us up 400 million, and that's how we ended the KE.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So, so it's just really through perseverance and guys just staring at the screen for hours and hours, waiting for that one bubble dropper so that we could try and take back the lead.
And you got it. You got it.
We got it. We got it. You
Let me
know,
let me ask you, if that guy didn't drop his bubble, would that have broken your guys' record?
I
And
I do believe it would have.
and
It really would have.
what is your guys' record right now?
I think this made 59 straight in a row.
Fuck. 59 void wins in a row? Bro. Bro. You guys' percentage has got to be at like 99.9%. Your void ratio wins. Holy cow. Yeah, wow. That's interesting.
And we only have void once a month.
Once a
So
month.
do the math.
Once a month. Yeah. 50. That's literally almost as. That's 4 years.
4.5 years.
Yeah,
It's
four and a
over
half
4 years.
years. 4.5 years. The game's only been here 6 years, guys. Oh man. Oh man, that's a. Yeah, I don't ever want to see you guys. Any event. Any of them. Any of them.
Hey, look, Baby was at a conference this weekend. She ended up canceling the last part of her conference, and she was online. Didn't go to sleep.
No.
Marshaled everybody. So I mean, we had 80 people just staring at the screen, looking for anything.
Oh my god.
But
She.
she had to push us all to, just look for that one bubble dropper.
So she
Um,
she canceled important meetings. People called off work.
oh,
Oh
oh,
my.
she flew to Abu Dhabi. She
Oh
was in
my.
another country too.
Oh my god. Now
Uh,
that's dedication, guys.
People in 286 must be pissed.
Oh,
They probably wanted to end that winning streak so bad, and one guy fucked it up.
that was the Super
That's what
Bowl.
sucks.
That was the
we
Super
we
Bowl.
were watching. They booted him and burned him.
Knew that was coming. Knew that was coming. Oh my god. Resources and all.
Ready for sale.
Oh, not well, probably. I mean, I hate to say it in 286, it's not for sale anymore. It's done. Like it's like I'm sure 255 can probably say like cities when they get burned, it's done for
Is
them.
that the like one report you guys had by you?
That's
The one that
pretty much it. I think Ineos. He gave me three of them, but they were pretty much the same thing. I mean, they're just nothing happened. This
yeah.
void. So I
Yeah,
mean
it's based
that
on the
was
point
like an exciting
that
hit there.
crazy.
Good morning, Lee God.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Wow.
So no, I mean you look at that. I think
Good work though, man. Because I was keeping tabs. I saw the post on Facebook with you guys down a couple million or whatever it was, and
Right.
And then Roser was trolling later in the day. He's like, "Yeah, we're still losing, we're still losing." And then the screenshot finally came. I'm like, "Okay, all right, yeah, I figured as much." But yeah, great job, guys, finding that one bubble that dropped, man. It's really all it takes in a war like that.
Yep.
So good job.
Appreciate it.
So was this a 41, a 40, 39, 38?
It was a 41. We zeroed him.
Fuck yeah. And then he got kicked and burned afterwards. Oh my god.
Oh, he's probably crying, regretting what he done.
Well, I mean, he only had 503,000 that were surviving. 479 that were wounded, which is a lot of void potions, and
Well,
heals.
well, I think this was I think the second or third hit. Um,
Oh.
yeah, I didn't have all the battle reports. I just posted whatever I could grab from our line group.
Oh. So the other ones were much larger than this then.
Yeah,
I mean, it
I
was
think
about
we
a
hit him
500
out.
million point hit from what I can tell.
Yeah.
So it had to have been a pretty fat city. Halfway
Yeah,
decent, at least 70 plus million. I'm thinking to
Well,
get clapped like that.
we swung the score 600 million points off this
Yeah,
one guy.
yeah. There you go. Exactly.
Jeez.
Mhm.
That
Hello,
man.
guys.
Hello. That was a lucky
His
hit.
ghost. I did find something
Yep.
from Void to help bear you further. With only 6 things did happen the whole Void, and Bear you can explain further about it. I just loaded the photos.
All right, I'm good. I'm jumping. I'm gonna just leave a jump back mark for me, and let's go check out these photos. All right, right here. All right, so 2.9. Oh, look at the first one. No. Okay, yeah.
So Bayou, I just want to know if you don't mind explaining the attack on Baby City. I'm assuming that was some sort of trap or some shit like that, or are they just crazy enough to hit her with 10?
No,
What was that?
I think they'd been drinking or something. We're not really sure what happened on that one.
Was this the baby hitty? The baby city right here?
They
27.
tried to hit
Yeah.
they tried to hit Baby City with like 10 or something like
No, no,
that.
no.
I think I saw.
That's our 41. We were in almost 5 hours in the KE. We got around 800 million down, and it was just a regular. Let's try something, and we did found the target. Roll call fast, everyone in 2A6. What are we doing? Our heavy hitters plan the attack, go for it, and in the next second, in the same time, two cities from our alliance got countered from one time 27, and they did try Baby City also. Both cities did not have Titans or plane at home,
Ooh.
and no one did know what happened. In the last, I believe, 15 seconds, 20 seconds from the battle, we did manage to reinforce the first 41. So it was, yeah, they they did try something, but with the wrong cities, you know.
Yeah, they were trying to get a big points off it, and it failed.
You know, I was
Yeah, I
sleeping
mean,
when these battles went on, unfortunately.
trying Baby City with 10, that's ballsy, man. With or without Titans, that's ballsy.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a question. I'm trying to look it up and see. So the question in YouTube chat right now is, can the total alliance members capacity also increase in the game in the future to 150 total members in one alliance? Didn't we have this question about this like a year ago? About War and Order? Are we having 150 people? 150 people per in their alliances? I think we did. Try to look and see games.
I mean, I vaguely remember talking about it some time ago. I don't know how long ago it was, but I mean, I don't see it happening anytime soon. So I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to like change your topics or anything. So it's like I don't see it happening anytime soon. I feel like that's a big feat for Camel to overtake, and I'm of the capacity that their servers can't handle a lot of things. Um, like big mergers and things of that nature. So I think that bringing 150 members into an alliance. I mean, even if when you're attacking with 50 or 60 people, the screen goes wonky. Doesn't matter how great your computer is or phone or how it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So imagine doing it with 100 plus often. Like I just don't see it being able to happen. Honestly, I think that the best we got and kind of continue to get is the upgrades to Alliance Tech. From an Alliance standpoint, I think they'll continue to allow us to get those little, things, but I don't think that they give a rat's fuck, number one. And number two, again, I'm of the capacity that they wouldn't be able to handle such an upgrade anytime soon.
Well, I'm looking. I'm looking to see what they have right now. I would show it on the screen, but it would affect my monetization. I think. I think they have 150 in their alliance in War and Order.
They do. They do. I have a member of my alliance who plays that game as well.
Yeah.
He's in the top 3 clan or something along those lines. And yeah, they have 150.
So that means if they have 150 there, they have to have an upgraded server at that point. Because like Lee Guy just said, we can't handle the servers can't even handle 5060, so they got to have an upgraded server to be able to handle that. Because I just watched the video and there was no lag whatsoever on the video with 150 hitting.
Well, we can only hope
Yeah,
that.
if they move over to AWS servers, like then it might be okay. But
Yeah.
like what they're currently running ain't fucking cutting the briskets, brother.
No, I know.
Um,
This isn't even like an
so
exe file. It's
yeah.
just
Maybe when AOO brings similar revenue that WAO does, they'll switch servers and give us something like that. But I don't think we're there yet.
no. So right now, wow, who is that? So right now, so War and Order is not as active as AO is, but they're still producing more revenue than we are because everything there. Imagine what you're putting to your city here. It's like double or triple the cost over there.
Yeah, and they also have longtime members for a lot longer than AOO that aren't
Yeah,
going anywhere. So it's one of those things where, their loyal members are their loyal members and, they continue to do their thing. But yeah, I've looked at both revenue reports. And so,
yeah.
they're definitely showing a little bit more love over there.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm wondering if once 44 drops, if it will be different. But I think they're up to like 2,500 nations over there, so it's a little bit. They got a lot more people as well.
Yep.
But
Yeah, good for them, man. They're doing their thing, brother. That's for sure.
well,
But
just that's what's
I don't
coming
see
here.
that.
That's what's coming.
If we get 44, do they get like 46?
No,
That's something to watch out for.
they got 45 right now.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
yeah, they got C45s over there versus what we get. It's now you guys got to remember we're all assuming it's going to be a 44 because of the way that they've been dropping the cities in the past. For all we know, they might drop a 45 instead of 44. But I doubt it because we're going off the algorithm that they're using each time they do drop. So can you imagine if that? Oh my God, I was just really thinking about that. If this would have ended that win streak, oh my God, oh my God.
I mean, I was watching it because when they were down, I mean, 2-8, they're notorious for being super clean, very dedicated nation as well. And they are the nation that, could potentially sneak one.
Right.
Like they're notorious for challenging you 12 hours later in Elite War if they can and sneak attack you. For real. They're like notorious for then they'll show up with 95. You know, like
Jesus
within a
Christ.
12-hour notice. You know, like they're coming. So like they're definitely one of those super sneaky, methodical nations that will will win in the first four phases and bubble up like tighter than you can imagine.
Right.
I think they recently just did that to some other nation that's very good. Maybe it was like a 6-2-1 type E nation where 286 just grabbed a nice little lead in the first four phases, whatever that was, and they held it, until the end of Void, and whatever it was. I don't know if it was 6-2-1, but it was like a nation like that, very good Void
Right.
War nation, blah blah blah. They got patched up with them, and they got taken advantage of, So yeah, they attempted, and that's why they killed those bubble droppers, man. Because yeah, I can guarantee you, looking at the reports, they weren't in Wild Baby Gang, you know, they
Yeah.
weren't in that alliance. Looking at those reports, they definitely lost points based on those attacks. Especially the 10 on Baby City. That's just like
Yeah.
laughable. I'm assuming it was we're going to counter, and whoever's bubble drops, we all go, and 27 people went over here and 10 people went over here. I'm assuming that is what took place in that particular scenario, whereas everybody should have went to the same place. Like if everybody goes to Baby City, that would have been, a little bit, better, because they went after a fat guy in the other one.
Yeah.
And, they just got murdered in both of them. So,
I
shout out to 255 doing what 255 does, man. I got nothing but respect for those guys up there,
I
and I
think
fucking play them in Polar every week, so they can just eat a bag of dicks.
you bag of dicks. I think if they would have sent that one shot that they did on the other guy at Baby, they might have got Baby. Not 10, but they would need a lot more. A
Yeah, I
lot.
mean, if all 37 of those attackers, I'm assuming those two reports are in the same breath, but I could
Yeah.
be wrong. I wasn't there. But based off of what I'm looking at there and, what Bayou said in the attacks or whoever the gentleman was that was speaking, maybe it was Ghost. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was Ghost.
But yeah, like they, it looks like they were in the same breath. They all went to the other nation, they all did this and they got countered. So if all 40 of those people would have went to Baby City, at least they would have maybe gotten a lot closer in points. They still may have lost the battle because 255 had a shit ton of people online and they were ready to defend. And I know this out of experience. You're not burning Baby City, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's Frenzy. I don't care if it's Iron Blood. If they can defend, they're all coming. You're not burning Baby City. They have so much respect for her. Shout out to the women of AOO. We did a little tidbit on them last night in the podcast.
Yeah.
But you can't burn her city, bro. So like, even if all 40 of them would have hit her, they might have did a little bit better on points if they would have retreated on time and all of those fun things. But they weren't burning Baby City. All those troops were still going to die.
Yeah.
If they stayed in that battle, just would have taken a few more seconds, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And I'm
she's super strong too.
Yeah, I mean, forget about all that though. That means
Yeah.
nothing. She could be a C-37, bro. You're not burning that city.
Yeah, the
You know,
the reinforcements that will come in is it's going to be 90 people coming in.
they come fast too, man. They all save their items, man. They all follow orders. They all do their thing, and they're all ready. Like I've seen it in action on too many occasions. 425 and 255 just love to kind of meet each other in stupid ass events, and I hate it. And but I can't do anything but respect the guys that been doing it longer than us.
So you have 385 in Frenzy.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I think I was talking about that, and I was telling people like, even though you guys are friends, in the game, Void's Void or Frenzy's Frenzy, whatever, and you guys put your friendship aside and you do what you gotta do.
I mean, for us, and I think I talked about this in the last pod. So one of our, events in 425 that we're focusing on as a cool priority is the double void head of state. The two-time frenzy head of state. We're gonna kind of save our bags during that one, and
Yeah.
for the double void, right?
Yeah.
So this is a double void head of state, and we're trying to win the bracket. Whatever that looks like. And so we got Barry for Frenzy, and I said it last night. So Barry was on the podcast last night, and I took a little dig at him, like, "Hey Barry, just letting you know, like, no, there's not going to be any tower battles in the second and third alliance, bro. You know, like you can go get those points. They're free. They're for you. You know, and but there's going to be no tower battles over there. You know, so if you want to fight, you can come over here, and you know, and we can have some fun. But it's going to be great, man. I love fighting 2A5. I got nothing but respect for those boys, and nothing for nothing. Like, you know, they beat us phase 5 like really bad in a void war. You know, shortly after we got merged. I think it was actually maybe even the first void after we got merged. So we won, but we were going into phase 5 like 3 billion points, and we only won the void by like 700 or 800 million, some shit like that.
Right.
So they beat the brakes off of us in phase 5, or beat the brakes off of my second alliance, I should say. You know, in a very matter of fact way. So shows. I'm looking forward to some good battles, man, because we had a very laid back void. You know, GFK was the third ranked alliance in 425's points. 405 just did not want to fight us at all.
I see
So
Mental. I see Mental got the Void Tyrant.
he got that by recruiting.
Did he?
He recruited Havies. He recruited like 800 million points in Havies because
Holy
he
shit.
switched to mid range recently, and he
Oh.
completely won that. You know, there was no points in that void. I'm like,
Right.
sure, there was a couple people with like 400 or 500 million, but they played for 24 hours and set traps, and they were also in other alliances where they were being attacked a little bit. But yeah, it was a very boring war, void war for us in GFK anyway.
Well,
And,
you know.
yeah.
Do you ever sleep?
Say that again.
I said, do you ever sleep, dog?
I'm an East Coast guy, bro. It's 10 a.m. What do you mean?
I'm just saying, bro. You was up late last night, chatting away.
Nah, bro. I was in bed by 11:30. I had to wake up early, bring my daughter to school for her first day of third grade at like 7. And I've been chilling ever since, man. I got coffee here, and I got ESPN first takes done. I'm ready, bro. You know.
All right, up and active, ready to go.
Bro, money don't sleep, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here doing my thing.
Facts.
I heard that.
Facts. Like I do my thing. I work my 12 hours. I come home and I'm already 2.5 hours
Yeah,
into
Woody
the
jumped
stream.
in last night on his break. That was a cool little cameo. Did you? So not to, you know, my humble abode, my buddy here, Woody, man. Did you tell the chat about what happened with Holbrook?
Oh yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Dude, that was so epic, man. And I love you for telling the truth in reference to,
No.
you know, whapping him and all the above, man. That was
Yeah,
that was fucking epic and
this
hilarious
this
on the same breath.
this is the replay right here of it. Me going in, me saying, "Oh shit."
Yo, it's so funny. Oh, so funny, man. I was dying last night, dude. Too good, man.
Don't.
You see, I did get the retreat in. I got the retreat in, barely though. Oh, you know, even like I was saying before, even though we lost that void, I feel that we won because I just picked up a technique. I picked up a technique, and you know what I mean. Like, yeah, we lost.
Yeah, if
but
it's something cool, man, you can pull it off, bro. I think it's awesome, bro.
yeah,
You know,
we
thinking outside of the box is what makes this game great. You know, the strategy, you know, how do I do this? When and even when you get beat with something, man, like I can't tell you how you know, like, you know, I'll use Barry. You know, Barry's here. You know, our last Void War, man. These guys, we set a great trap for them. They came in and they point horse stole all the points and retreated as a group. You know, and I was like, these motherfuckers. You know, like these motherfuckers. You know, and it was. But you know, like obviously, you know, they beat the brakes off of us in phase 5 because of shit like that. You
right,
know, like Barry knew we were online. We were fresh off of Elite War. He knew we had 60, 70 ready to go for this trap. He ain't dumb, you know, but he ain't a pussy neither, you know?
right.
So he's like, all right, guys, this is what we're going to do. As soon as we get in there, man, hit retreat as fast as possible because we're going to get out of there before the defense even arrives.
Yep.
And that's exactly what those fuckers did, man.
Well, I mean that's what you got to do. You got to hit that defense. Got to hit that defense.
And they were out of there. I looked at the report.
You know they
I
had
looked at the report. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? How did they get
you know they
400 million points
the
out of that?
nerf that.
What, Barry?
You know they nerfed that. They did something. They nerfed it. They nerfed that trick.
Did they?
Like you can't do it as effective anymore. Yeah. So I'm gonna explain it to you. So well now I can because I can't really do it as much anymore. So the issue at hand. So we got really good at being able to go hit and then retreat really quick. But what Camel did recently is when a new person enters the battle, your 10 seconds restarts again.
No.
So if somebody shows up late, you can't retreat until their 10 seconds is done.
Wait. Hold on. Hold on. So I'm because this is one I did retreat
All right.
from.
So look at it like this. All right, ready? So if I press retreat as somebody's literally coming into the battle, like let's say I press the retreat button as somebody just enters the battle, my 10 seconds will restart again.
You're right. Look at this. You're right. Look at this, guys. So it's at 21, right? So when the next person joins, it'll be at like 12. And I'm already hitting retreat. You know, I'm seeing these guys are coming in. Right here, he joined, and I'm already hitting retreat. Oh man.
So it happened to us like a few times, and I was trying to understand what happened because I'm looking at it, and everybody's like, "Yeah, it won't let me press retreat," and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "All right, let's try this one more time." So I do it again, and it wouldn't let me retreat. It stopped me as somebody entered late.
Yeah, I figured that out a couple months ago, and it sucks. Imagine if someone just
It's
keeps
the same
entering
way.
and you're
It's
trying
the
to get
same
out
way
of
now
it.
in Elite War has been like that pretty much since day one. And now I feel like now that if they're doing it in real reports, like you're showing me, because that definitely happened in what he just played.
Yeah.
So they just moved it over to there. I don't know
I don't
for
like to say
why,
that
but
because that's like that just like I'm gonna try to talk. I think maybe it's like a bug. I don't think they meant to do whatever they did when they did that because it doesn't make sense. That ruins the whole purpose of being able to use the retreat. It to me, and that's like that was a huge part of our strategy. A lot of the times, it's like that's how you deal with some wheels. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like I can't tell you how many cities I've done this to. Like some big cities too. Like I've literally took chunks out of whales just by doing that trick.
Yeah.
It's infuriating, dude, that it doesn't work anymore.
I mean, like straight up on the report that I have, it was like a 400 million point swing. Like just ripped us. I was like, whoa.
Bro, my void was hilarious though. Like 400 loves to send SOSs and they love the kids. Yo, we were having a fun ass time. We knocked out 90 million BPC 41, which what he's looking at right now.
Yeah.
He was over there trying to kill the steel curtain guy that you guys had a problem with. I think during our void.
The guy the guy that had like fucking 10 million fucking
Yeah.
T4s.
Bro, he had 900 million points in void.
Oh my god.
C37 with 19 million BP had 900 million points in void.
Yeah, I remember
It's
that
so
guy.
funny. You guys are sharing the reports, or somebody added him yesterday, like, hey, like, how is this possible? And they just kept feeding him points. Like I saw the end, and it was like he's like in the top 5.
He finished number 3.
Jesus.
Yeah.
He finished number 3. It was nuts. The only reason why
in the overall bracket, he's number 3.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. I literally finished right here. This right here pushed me past him. This hit. I went to solo 78 million BPC 37. It was nuts. And then Kitten joined. Kitten even got like 239,000 kills.
See, a C-37 shouldn't have that many troops anymore at that point.
No, bro. He had like 800 LRA, bro. I don't know what he was thinking.
That's a paper tiger right there. I don't even.
I wanted to go in with an SOS. I was raw dogging him.
You're raw dogging. I'm going in. Fuck the SOS.
Bro,
Oh
I
man.
enjoyed them, bro. They were a lot of fun, bro. When they realized they lost, they just started SOS to the kittens nonstop.
Poor
The whole last hour.
Poor kitten.
The whole last like 2-3 hours, they were just hitting. They were just beating kittens,
So
beating kittens.
did Kitten just not bubble, or was he online just allowing it to happen and
No,
bubbling?
kitten don't never bubble, dog. He just be out there cleaning resources on these.
Kitten, you need to look. You got a bubble,
Farms.
bro.
No, hell no. We were having the time. Did you?
I mean, we were defending. We were defending him and getting easy points too.
Oh, okay,
Did you?
okay.
You see all those SOSs? I was circling the BP loss and showing you, like, bro, they lost every single one of those. Those, like, look at that. He lost.
Yeah.
On paper, it looks like he won until you look at the BP.
So being busy, I'm looking at the 910,000 kills versus the 380, and then the 5.7 and the 4.1. Who's got the T4s? I'm asking. Someone's got a lot of T4s in there.
It's not T4s, baby. It's not T4s.
Or T5s, or whatever. Or ones, or... That's not bad, though. That's not bad. You know damn well he's like, what the fuck?
Trust me, a lot of people will get that report and be like, oh, yeah, dude, I just ate. And then you really sit there and look at it, you're like, oh, wait. Nah, I just gave Matt points.
Yeah.
Those are the worst ones, man.
Yo.
I got a bunch of those when we played 5, 6, 7, dude. It's like, yeah, we got this. And I look at the report, I'm like, you motherfuckers, man.
Dude.
Just got absolutely ripped in points, bro. It's just like, even the ones we won, dude, we got ripped in points. I was like, I'm done.
It's funny you say that, because when we went up against 5, 6, 7, it was the same thing. Like, I killed this, and there was like millions of kills. I'm like, hell yeah. And then you look at the points, you're like, what the fuck? Something ain't right here. And then you look deep, and you're like, this motherfucker's got fucking 3 million fucking T4s. God damn.
That's why I enjoy. I honestly, I think every nation needs a kitten, because, bro, like, it gives you something to always hit. Like, you're still gonna get points off a kitten. Like, you might not win in points, but you're gonna get points off them. And depending on how you play it, if you play it smart,
What's Kitten's BP?
Okay, we're gonna go take a look. We're gonna go take a look at Kitten's BP.
Because the 425 kitten is Nismo, right? Nismo, this motherfucker's got like 4G minerals and just steals everybody's shit. You know, he just spends all void looking for farms.
But it really depends on kitten. Like, which kitten would you like to know his BP on? What kitten?
We're looking for Kitten in the chat.
If you know Kitten, Kitten's not just a one city kind of guy.
Well, I'm going to find him.
I mean, it's not hard. You have to go to the Alliance and just go find Kitten.
At one point, he had 25 marches going out at the same time.
No, seriously, it was nuts, bro. There was just constant lines everywhere.
Was he using his farms, or was he doing
Just go today.
Was he using the farms, or were he using the sending back? All right.
I go to the members, and we'll find Kitten. You'll find them.
You make it sound like a lot of them with Kitten. Oh wow, yeah. Kitten.
You'll find the Kitten.
Holy Kitten.
The meow train is the best.
Yeah.
The meowing.
Did you do what I used to do? Port in the corner of the enemy nation and just fucking send them all?
No, he sits right on Watson on the mega cities and just goes to town, bro.
No shit.
He don't care. I'm telling you, I love Kitten, dog. That honestly is the funniest thing in the world.
So, Kit, now that you came from Nation 2 and went to 385, and I know it's been some time now, how do you think about when you move to 385? Is it better? It's more energetic. You have a better chance of winning and you're happier. Meow.
It's definitely nice not to have an entire world that bleeds 24/7.
There you go. There you go. You know,
It's a lot of fun.
God, I mean, I think Barry, I'm gonna be honest with you. If we ever get a merger, I would like to challenge your nation. If we get a merger, if
Yeah, listen, if I get a merger, I'm
well,
coming for Liga.
well, I'm talking about us, like in 736.
Oh
If
no, no. See, I'm focused right now. It's like I think I think they really need to do something in terms of mergers for our globe. I mean, bro, like I don't want to see it end up like this. And it's nice. It's nice to see Liga like he gets a three-peat. You know what I mean? It's beautiful to see. We all love GC in an aspect. You know, we all want that chance to be able to compete. And
right,
right now, like they're on a whole new level right now. Like in our globe, there's no competition. Let's be honest. Like there's really no competition for global. Like I'm not gonna go out and waste my speeds to just turn around and end up being, you know what I mean? Like sitting in DC finals with a front row seat. I'm not doing that.
right.
I'm not wasting none of my resources for that. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's gonna be. I can't compete against League God and Mental. Them two alone are gonna give me hell. I've watched Rand give me hell by himself. Like
I, I
I'm
do
not doing
remember that one. I do remember that one.
I'm not doing that. Like right now we're on pace to like our globe's on pace to be sitting there looking like where 255 is, like basically watching 255 win every single time. And I don't want to see that. Like, bro, it's no fun. Like, bro, like it's cool because you get the free gold and you get to save all your resources from GC time because you get to just hang out because you already know who won.
Yeah,
But like,
before it even
it's
starts.
just, but yeah, before like I already know who's winning next GC and it hasn't even started. Like they're going for a four-peat. Let's be honest.
They're gonna probably go for a 10-peat if they get the opportunity to.
But it's mind-boggling because it's like I feel like right now like we're waiting to see whether 429 gets their merger because they're still on their first merger.
779 hasn't even got a merger yet.
Bro,
Not even,
429 though is literally on one merger. That's nuts.
yeah.
Think about that. That's a 400 nation still was on their first merger, going up against a bunch of double merged nations.
I wonder. Here's 429.
Dude, they're going through it.
Yeah, they really are. I'm wondering if all the big cities in there has a part to do with it. Like there has to be a reason why.
I think Camel genuinely forgot them. I think they genuinely forgot about them. It's the same thing with 437. 437 still don't have a merger either. I mean, a second merger. They got it worse than 429 because they're not even strong.
You shitting me? They're
Is
not
it
even strong.
Barry? Is
No,
it well? They've declined mergers in the recent years.
no, they've never declined a merger.
They're just being fucking us.
They're just being skipped.
Damn.
I'm wondering if maybe someone in this nation really went off at one of the developers and they fucking said, "Okay, you guys are just fucked for the rest of
All right,
your."
well, look at it this way though. This nation has also won a GC in the past. How are they forgotten?
That's true. And how is Mecha G not fucking just said, "Fuck it, I quit the game over it"?
I'm sure he slowed down, but I know he hasn't. I could
No, no, he
not.
has slowed down. Look at his officers, 22. Okay,
No,
that's
not slowing down.
for yeah, it is for Mecha. For Mecha, Mecha used to fucking almost
22 is crazy.
Mecha used to keep up side to side to League God.
Yeah, he slowed down from like when he first started, but like if you really 22 is still nuts.
I mean, it is strong.
Like, bro, I don't even have anybody in the 20s for officer.
Damn.
I mean, his plane is no, his plane's up there, bro. He's probably on his third plane by now.
I gotta see where I'm at. Now I'm curious to compare. So
Yeah,
you
he's
said,
probably on his third plane.
yeah, I'm only on my first plane. Well, and a purple. So a gold and a purple.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
yeah, he's better. He's stronger than me. So yeah, I mean, he is spending on his officers.
He's spending in general, dude.
Yeah, he's just not fucking whale spending like fucking Liga and Ronaldo and Mento.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's a different level of spending. If we're being real.
that, that that's different breeds like Holbrook and them. Yeah, nah, hard no.
That's yeah. So people have been asking me different classes of whales, and that's because I tell them, it's like, look, I might be a whale, but I'm not fucking a whale in my eyes. Like there's different classes of whales. Like you got the 41s that are like sitting at like 18 to 20 officer power, and then you got the fucking mega whales that are at like 24, 26. Just fucking ridiculous. And the difference in power is so much. Like I don't think people understand the difference between 20 and 24 officer power. It is such a huge difference, like mega huge. It can turn a battle around real quick. Put it that way. Well, we got one more. 286. What is this? All right, we got a video. Him Joker. Okay. Okay, he's sending T1s. Why are we? Wait a minute.
He was
How are you able to send T1s? For one, I
it
mean,
was a defense. He
was it?
explained on the top. He explained on the top of the video of what he was trying to explain in that video about how Camel is scamming on some shit.
Okay, Camel is Camel. The proof is here. Attacked city and been killed. 2 Titans and plane. So point should be 60,000 because each of them give 20,000 points. But I got under 60,000. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right because it's supposed to be. No, I thought each Titan was 16,000, not 20. I thought it was 16,000 per plane per Titan.
It's 20. I just checked too this past
Is
void.
it
It's 20
okay?
each.
Yeah, then you got robbed, bro. Yeah, you got robbed. Man.
Hey, Woody, I know you're getting tired and you want to go to sleep soon, but I got an important question. Has anybody found out? I know VIP wasn't giving the answers, but has anybody found out what's the max levels on the warplane equipment
I heard it was gonna be 30.
for all of them? For the base to activate the next three as well?
So I heard that this equipment right here was gonna be 30.
Okay.
Hold on. You guys, okay, I do want to point this out. Guys, be careful when you upgrade. So this has been happening to me quite a bit. So when you go into the warplanes, you click gold because that's the one you want to work on. But instead of it being gold, it's been going to the next one like that, and you see the red dot. You're like, all right, and you just hurry up and upgrade it, and you waste it. That's been happening to me. I haven't wasted. I've caught it, but it's happening. So before you upgrade your plane or anything, make sure it's on that gold one or your top one that you want to upgrade. Don't just click equipment and think that's it because that's how it should be. Be careful. God, that would suck. See? You see that? Look, watch. I'll switch this to gold where I want to be. Go out of it. Go back in there, and it's purple.
Well, a good way to know, especially if you have a gold plane and a second plane, if you look at when you upgrade, the color of the plane is there, so you
Yeah.
can tell that you're on your purple versus your gold. So that should be the first indicator in case you're not on the right one.
Correct. But sometimes details. Sometimes we overlook. So that's why.
In the excitement.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to put that out there to be careful.
So Woody, the secondary equipment upgrades do not translate over to the other planes like the first.
No, you got to upgrade
modification.
You got to upgrade. Okay, so I'll explain this. Uh, gold plane right here, modifications, like that, right? And then you can upgrade the lab, and these once you unlock these, you can unlock so on and so forth, right? Now these will count for every single one of your planes, right? Every single one of them, but you have to unlock the equipment for every single one of them and level them up to it. So the skills will unlock, but these will not. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's why I said be very careful before you upgrade and shit because it is when you go in there, it is automatically switching it on you. So
And
be sure you're
and
on.
that you know the little plane by it, Woody. Now is that the skill?
This guy right here.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Oh, all right. Yeah.
that one would be this one right here, and then the other side will be this guy right here, which is what I'll be getting the next time. Is this guy?
It's good getting them on that. That's what you can see shooting at others now, different than before this come out.
Well, I mean, can you see him before you get it?
In no, when you were showing the attack.
Oh yeah, with the planes that are coming out and doing those loop de loops. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what those are.
All right. Thank you for explaining, Woody.
No problem. And also realize, even though like if you watch reports on it, and you watch and see what kind of points that they're giving away, and you might not see that they're big points. Um, just remember that everything that's new is not super strong until you max it out. So let's say it's only given. Hold on, I gotta see when it. What was that like? 11,000 points, I think it was. Once you max that out, that might be like 200,000 or 2 million. So just remember that everything just having it ain't gonna be huge. You gotta level it up, so on and so forth. Kind of like how the breakthroughs on the officers are. Did I answer all the questions? Do we have any more questions?
Nope. So 30-30, supposedly.
That's what I'm was told. Again, watch out when you go before you level up. Make sure you're on the right plane. You don't want to waste fucking your shit on the next fucking other plane.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, can you imagine? Imagine fucking you spend all that and all of a sudden you find out that you're doing it on your second. Oh my god, you'd be cussing. God, I'm so close from 51, but yet so far.
Hey, Woody, not a question, but more of a recognition.
Yeah.
Just want to say thanks to, I think it was you and Holbrook who said something about mid-range during group battles, sending mid-range
Yeah.
and no back row.
Correct.
So we did that yesterday. Worked a treat. Definitely saw a difference.
Oh, dude, it's 100% a difference. Like, as long as every one of you guys in there is doing that, the difference is so significant.
Oh, it was awesome to watch it yesterday. Yeah. I
And
told the group, I was like, what if you're mid-range, send mid-range, no back row. Long range like myself and most of the other guys, we sent back row and front row. We definitely saw an uptake.
That's good. That's good. Let me ask you a question. When you seen it, were you like, "Holy shit, this is what they're talking about"?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The last report that I shared, definitely in that. It was me, your favorite person, Lord G, and a couple of other mid-range guys went in.
Oh, I gotta find it.
He had 1.8 million troops, and we just walked through him.
I'm looking for the report. I see Ghost 255, Longsword.
I don't have a video, but that 1.8 million took us 12 seconds, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and here's the thing about this, is you have to. Now that you guys have figured out that formula and you guys have tested it out and it works, you have to discipline it into your nation, into your alliance
Oh
now.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you have to discipline it. Like you can't let it slide. Like if someone's fucking it up, you have to, I would like if it was me, I would talk to them first, and if they did it again, I would, I don't know, like
Your tags and attack.
yeah, either kick him, and if it happens again, you know what I mean. Like there has to be a point that they have to learn. Like it should be
I yeah, I literally said it on the group chat. I'm gonna be checking reports and I've got people, other members, checking those reports. If I see a mid ranger sending back row, I am gonna drop out and I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'll burn your ass. Now you gotta also when you look at those reports, make sure to send in front row too. Everyone needs to send front.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Everyone
that's
sends. I literally said it. Mid
yeah, that's
ranger, front row, your titans, and just your mid range troop. Long range, front row, no mid range, and your titans.
right.
Your full back from your titans. Go
Now,
for it. You
now
save that shit down as a fleet.
Now, with that being said, and I know Justin Tip's gonna be pissed that I say this, but whatever. If you have like a somewhat decent city, and I'm not talking about like a mega whale, but if it's like a somewhat like, let's say you're going for like 150 million, 41, but he's got like, we'll say 1700 even for his stats. That mid ranger could just send mid range troops to eat the backline if it's a long range city. Um, and he would be doing more damage by doing that.
Yeah, yeah,
So I mean, and he's going to lose troops too because mid range. I mean, the mid range troops, some of them, a lot of them are going to die as well. You know what I mean? So like he's
yeah.
kind of doing his poor part in losing some of his troops as well, but he it will eat,
Big time.
and this is going to bite me in the
Big time.
ass eventually. Watch.
Yeah.
but but
I wonder if it actually works as well in Elite Wars.
any kind of team
I'm
attack,
curious to know.
any kind of team attack, Elite Wars, yes. But if you're gonna do
Okay.
if you're gonna do an elite war, you need to be with the team. You can't solo it.
Yeah, console. No, no.
Yeah, so like have that whatever attack button on. This is your elite war setup kind of button versus like a solo button. How it would be a different formation versus you know what I mean. You have a solo formation and then a team formation,
Yeah,
and do it like
yeah.
that.
Exactly like that. So yesterday we just did it like that. We just went in and we just dog what that guy. 1.8 million troops done in 12 seconds. You definitely saw it's a quick turnaround. Like shit, normally we'd have to wait about 30 seconds for the battle to end, hoping no one reigns.
Oh, that's what they meant. Oh, I know that was what you were saying. Oh
Yeah,
shit. Yeah,
but just want to say thanks for that though.
no problem.
That was yeah, appreciate that.
And it wasn't just me that mentioned that. I think it was me, Holbrook, Justin Tip, Legat and Barry,
Yeah, yeah,
and Big Bird that we were all talking about that as well. We didn't get into detail of formation, like we can't really give all the secrets away, but we can give you a hint on it. So now you guys got to figure out the rest of it. You know what I mean? Like the how many troops to send. We're not going to do that, but we'll give you a hint on the best way to do stuff.
yeah.
But
Thanks.
hey,
No, appreciate
no
that.
problem, no problem, Ghost. Guys, we are 2 hours and 45 minutes in. I am going to bed. Thank you all for coming. Wait, hold up. We got a new subscriber, Pickaloo. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. But with that being said, guys, I